And since yesterday, I haven't been able to get my bowels to move. So I'm hoping that maybe you can shed some light on why eating craft paste would cause me to get stopped up.
No, let's not do that opening. Let's do because that what you just said fucking sucks. Let's try another one. What if what if we open up the stream and I'm talking about like I don't know, like you know the benefits of
We got to hurry up. We're gonna start.
Oh shit, we're in the stream. Hey guys, hello everybody. Welcome to the Mad Hatter +1 podcast the review thing.
Hey,
John,
for the first time ever, we're almost even on. Oh, never mind. As I was saying that, it was 23 people on your channel, 22 on mine, and as I was talking, it went to 34 on yours and down to 19 on mine.
Man, you're so competitive, Jonathan.
Of course. Look.
Okay.
I did a software update on my Mac last night. Now I can do portrait. I can blur the background so you can't see all my toys. And then I can do studio lighting. Look at this. It's like, am I getting headshots right now? What's going on? I guess I can do. Oh, there we go. Even though I'm not connected to an iPhone, I can now do reactions.
Oh wow! Look at you.
I can be like Geek Dad Life now.
Yeah, I like that. By the way, Geek Dad Life. I like using your thing as your background. Your insert for the turtle layer as the background piece.
Oh, thank you. It's been that way for like 5 weeks. Wow. Yeah. Thanks for being my friend. Well, hello, everybody. That's over on Mad Hatter's channel. And thank you to the 3 people on mine. It makes me a happy boy in my downtown mix-up. Maybe that's why people don't watch on mine, because I say things like that.
Yeah, I think that's part of the problem.
Rock and roll, baby.
Whoa! Wait, if I say rock and roll, will that happen? Rock and roll? No, I guess I'm not.
You got to double hands.
I got double the horns. Rock and roll, StreamYard.
Yeah, you have to do it straight up.
Yeah, rock and roll. You know what, StreamYard? Fuck you. There you go.
It's your iPhone doing it, not StreamYard.
Oh, okay.
So everybody, hello, thank you, good morning, and we have some exciting news for you. Those of you that haven't seen my community posts and my other posts and my whatevers. Yeah, I fixed my idiot. I fixed my idiot, which is my idiot is near. Although Dan seems to like that. Can we go back to that messed up audio?
Dan, we definitely can. Okay. and we will.
Yeah. Oh, most certainly something will go wrong. Yeah. Like starting 3 minutes late for some reason.
I'm late. Jonathan, this is actually quite an occasion. I'm doing my first live stream from my new home.
This is exciting.
So this is, and I can prove it because I have this Unicron head that I put away and he fell in the box. It's like one of the biggest things I moved. So this Unicron head proves that I'm in my new home.
What does Unicron sound like?
Unicron is Orson Welles does the voice for Unicron. So he's like,
shit.
Yeah, he's like, I'm Unicron. I'm welcome. What's the line he tells Megatron? He goes, no, Megatron says something like, nobody fucks with me. I don't think that's the exact line. And he's like, then allow me to be the first. You know, he's
that's cool.
Like that.
I'm pretty sure Megatron says, I smell you, boy.
I don't know if that's Megatron. By the way,
it is. It's definitely Shia LaBeouf.
Yeah, you got to work on that one.
What?
I am.
Give me the cube, boy.
That one is a little better. That one is a little better.
They're both spot on. It's one of my best impressions, and I don't need you to tell me that. But look, it's Collector Spot. Collector Spot is the most disappointing thing in the stream today. So I have other tabs to give you guys excitement in your nether regions. It's the second time I made that joke. Did it land the first or second time?
I think it landed better the first time.
Okay. Look at this. Yeah. This shouldn't be here, should it?
Yeah. Why is the summer geek out there? We're talking about Neca.
Wasn't this a Hasbro exclusive?
It was a Hasbro exclusive, and I paid good money for that fucking thing.
What the hell?
Yeah. Fucking pieces of shit. By the way, I am going to try to steal that vent today.
Oh, because it's Electronic Express. That's what you should. You need to. You have to. It's required. If not, I'll just have I'll have a digital version printed out. You can hang on your wall. How about that?
That would be cool. That'd be cool if I said, if like the devil horns, if I go vent and a vent just like appears.
So look, the summer geek out, like I said, sadness in everywhere, except unless you're a big Lego fan and also Star Wars fan, then cool. You're going to have a good time. Okay. That Batmobile is still up, which is crazy to me. But that's good, right? All people can get it. It's not like a NECA exclusive thing. So fun time. If you like Legos, this is it. Apparently 1 box, 4 droids, and a little tiny person.
I completely forgot that this was still a thing.
Yeah, this is which part?
No, just this. Well, this podcast, but also this summer geek out.
Well, that's what the thumbnail was, and then your title was more about the NECA thing, and I was like,
no, I know, but I just forgot.
Before we move on to give you guys the really exciting news, again, nether regions, excitement, talking boners or wetness.
You're fired.
Just saying. Not everything's a boner. We got Deep Space Niner in the chat. Thank you so much for the $10. This is for his Only Feats membership. I'll get you signed up right after the live stream, I promise. And that will get you into the exclusive members only Toe Jam and Earl, which is just a play on the old game, but it's really just toe shots only. We got TMT 1987. Hello. Good to see you this morning. It says rock and roll. Nothing rocking with Collector Spot at all. That's correct. There's nothing rocking with Collector Spot. You're right. Thank you for the $20.
All right, let's go to the NECA store. Enough summer geek out.
But it's not even NECA time. So
when is NECA time?
What's important right now is that you guys know that those beautiful new turtles, yes, they're 1/18 scale. Yes, that makes them like 4.2 inches, 10.6 centimeters. Who cares? Look at them. They're awesome. This is like, design-wise, this really is like one of my favorite looking ones. But when they were listed China only, and then there were like a couple sites that I had no experience with listing them as getting them to the US. Then Nerdzoic yesterday posted, and when I saw the post, within minutes somebody already commented and said, and they're sold out, and they weren't even on his site anymore. So I guess he had super limited quantities.
Yeah.
But 5K Toys, old trusty, has them. So you can pre-order just a single turtle, or you can get the whole set. It's great. So you pay $35 down, and then whenever the second payment email comes through, you pay $110. Excuse me, plus shipping.
5K Toys, and remember, 5K is super communicative on DM.
No, it's hard to communicate with them. It's a super small team handling thousands of orders. So whatever. I'll email them if I'm having an issue or I need to talk to them about doing stuff on the channel or whatever. And then, it might be like 5 days, but I get a response.
All right.
Fine. But whatever. When they do see your email and they are able to reply, the customer service has always been great from what I've seen. Obviously, if I speak for myself, that's a little different because we have partnership essentially. But the other thing is, it's not just turtles that they have listed up. Man, I was so loud, I came out your speakers. They have Shaun of the Dead now.
Oh my God, what?
Yeah. I don't know if you're being authentic.
No, I am being authentic. I love this movie.
Okay, I DM'd it specifically to you, but you look at the pre-order bonus.
Oh my god! Whoa! All right.
Now the only
definitely
that I'm into this, which isn't that big of a deal, is that you only get those heads other than his zombie head. You get just the kind of default face, but they even
are these official or
no? Brits of the Dead, it says.
Oh, Brits of the Dead.
Zombie Slim. So yeah, you can get your vinyls, so you can throw those at zombies. You get your PlayStation controller. You get a nice pint.
Oh my god!
Was it the Winchester? Is that the name of the
pub they go to? Yes.
Right. We'll go pick up Liz. Go to pick up Dad. Oh man, they even got a Batman one. This is
does Shaun? I couldn't see. Does Shaun have the red on him?
Yes. Yeah. His oh wow, they just went all in on the Bud Light.
Wow.
Let's find a close up here of Shawnee boy. He's on The Boys right now, by the way, if you haven't noticed. Haven't been watching that.
Yeah.
There's the red. There's his watch. The details are there. Now we need Liz.
For Hatter Splatter. Thank you, Deep Space Niner, with the super chat.
This is so good.
I'm going to have a Hatter Splatter later tonight.
Ew.
This is
disgusting.
Awesome.
The other thing, and then we'll look at Neca, because that seems to be the only thing you really care about, because everything feels fake from you. There's two things here that are kind of interesting to me. One is definitely Vegeta. Downside, if you watched my review of the recent Vegeta, the 24,000 power level, this is the one.
Of course I watched it.
Okay, well that's him on Namek, and then this is him like technically in the Frieza saga while they're still on Namek, but it's the same neck joint, the same awful, disgusting neck joint from the one I just reviewed. I hate that.
Yeah.
On the upside, it does have this hand. Nope, just kidding. They faked it. It has the face plates that are good, like this one. He's got sweat dripping off his face.
It's kind of cool.
Yeah, and then you get the battle damage on the tum-tums. So, I don't know. I mean, I wish I could get the Japanese pricing on this stuff, but the only way to get these things are to order in $60, which is really not a great price. $60 plus probably $10 shipping, I think, with them. Oh, I can place the order now. They have some special effects that they previewed as well on social media, so you might. I mean, this could end at any time, but generally this will stay up for a few weeks. July 1st, I think it is. They'll be listing a bunch of special effects, smoke effects, and whatever different things for different lines, not anything specific, kind of generic stuff. So you could just wait and then pre-order all together, so you only pay shipping once if you want to do that. But then I thought this was kind of fun. This looks like a little statue or something, but this actually has articulation. So for people that like these like kind of chibi looking,
these are almost like Nandroids.
Yeah, very similar, just bigger body. But I thought that was kind of fun. So One Piece fans, I think, will kind of enjoy this, especially the like cutesy stuff. What's left? You wanted to? So you specifically, because for whatever reason, thought today was about Neca. You want to see if any of that stuff is still up?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, well, don't say it like that. Come on, be my friend.
Oh, sorry. I am excited about that Shaun of the Dead. I almost want them to do a Hot Fuzz too, and do the whole trilogy. Although I don't love the
World's End.
What's the World's End movie as much as the first two, but I'd for sure get Hot Fuzz figures.
Yeah. I think so. I think there's just something about that trio. You got those two guys, Simon Pegg. What's something Frost?
Nick Frost,
and then Edgar Wright.
Yeah. Edgar Wright is the director. Dude, Nick Frost lost a bunch of weight, man. He's not even he's not even a big dude. Oh, I fucked up, dude. This Neca thing is at 9. I'm all over the place.
Yeah.
No, because
I was like, why does he want to look at this?
What happened?
I was like, that's why I was like, why does he want to look at this? So yeah, I'm pretty sure they just close all these orders out.
What do you mean they closed them out?
There's no way that all of these items sold out yesterday.
No, I think so. My theory is that, I mean, maybe I'm wrong. So don't sleep on it if you want it. My theory is the first 2 days is like a trick. It's just like let's stir up a lot of heat, and then this other stuff is going to be available pretty much. I don't know. I don't want to say forever, but but again, don't use that as like you can sleep on it if you want these things.
Yeah, because we thought for sure yesterday would have lasted longer than the first day, but it was the opposite.
Yeah, but again, maybe they want to build up more. Isn't there a way? I always thought that there was a way for people to see how much stock something has, like when they go. I thought there was a way in your browser, like some kind of setting, to like go to something and be like, oh, they have 200 of them in stock or something like that. Maybe I'm wrong. Does that sound familiar?
Yeah, I've seen people do that, and I don't know. Maybe it's just on items when they don't have a limited order quantity that they just keep hitting plus until the max is out.
Oh,
which
maybe.
is also, there's like literally no proof in any of that.
Yeah,
just some arbitrary number. Because somebody did that with like the Donatello's lab, and it was like 24,000 or something. It was like something stupid. Like, no, they're not going to produce that many. They didn't produce that many with the first one.
Yeah. Because I think somebody was telling me, or somebody had commented in the last stream that on that one, what's that? I'm not going to name the show, but the one real boring show with the real boring guy. They had the other
Mad Hatter reviews.
Well, no, the other boring show.
Nostalgia Unboxed.
There's another board, but they had mentioned that everybody was going to get one of these, like, confidently. So, maybe they just got something up their sleeve, and they just
maybe everybody at Comic-Con.
No, they were talking about the public.
Oh, well,
but
who knows?
Who knows? The Great Republic.
If you ask Facebook groups, it's all bots or scalpers that bought them, and that's the only reason, the only excuse. And people arguing that there's no reason to buy 4 of these because the original designs were only 1 turtle. Like, people legit angry about it, saying there's no reason to buy 4 because it's original sketches, not original 4 sketches.
There's that's like a. I've noticed there's a psychological thing that happens sometimes, John. I see it a lot on TMNT Party Wagon, is that people will sometimes, as a form of coping, just shit on something because either they kind of want it, but they're trying to talk themselves out of it, or maybe they can't get it now. I've been there for sure, but like I saw it happen on, like, let's say when the Mesco Turtles were released, where it's like people were just like, there's like a mentality of like, I can't get this for whatever reason. Maybe I can't afford it. That's an expensive thing. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes, like, money's tight. I can't spend $400. So to cope, I will just like shit on it or say that it sucks. It's like, come on, man. Like, can you really look at the Mesco Turtle? And I'm not talking about the cartoon one. I'm talking about that first set. It's like, can you really look at that and be like, this is garbage? Maybe it's not worth 400, but it's not garbage. Okay, so like I see that as sort of like a see-through way, and that doesn't mean that you have to like it, but there is a coping mechanism that I sometimes see where sometimes, like, if I don't like something or if it's not for me, I just go, yeah, I gotta be out. But like, come on, you don't see a reason why somebody would want 4. You know what I mean? Like, you don't, like, is it really that crazy? I didn't get 4, by the way.
There's a very logical reason to buy 4 for a lot of people. There's plenty of stuff that gets sold that is illogical where people will buy 3 or 4 just because it's like 1 to display, 1 to keep in box, 1 in case my display set breaks. Like, that's legit a thing.
Yeah, it happens all the time.
So why?
It happens all the time. But like, you don't have to. I see it a lot in the comments and like the forums and stuff. But it's like, yeah, man. Like, you don't have to go to these extremes of like, this is the greatest thing ever made to this is pure garbage. Like, you know, there's probably a middle ground. And
if it was an open pre-order that wasn't, it was just like made to order, nobody would be saying anything like that. Be like, okay, awesome, cool, buy 4. I don't care.
No.
Because they would be made to order.
They'd be made to order, exactly.
But it's the same thing that happens with Star Wars. I mean, Star Wars fans, as they say, are the worst fans of Star Wars.
Oh man, the Star Wars fan base is crazy. Like, it's all over the place. I used to be. Honestly, I stopped. I can't even shit on like the new movies too hard because I really stopped being a fan after the. I don't know, like after the prequels, they just kind of was out anyway. So I'm not the best person to like judge.
You are the best person to judge. Don't let anybody tell you different.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess thanks, John.
I love you real big.
Yeah. How dare you not acknowledge this life or death situation? Toys are serious business. Thank you, Mr. See, he agrees. He's not being sarcastic. He agrees that it is toys are serious business.
Good man, Mr. Crispix.
They made just the paint or accessories, but Neca will definitely re-release these down the line. It's right. Black and white version has to be coming, right? I think.
Yeah, I would think so. It'd be silly not to. I mean, you have to consider the sculpt and that they would need to kind of maximize their value of paying for the tooling and stuff. But
yeah.
Speaking of tooling and all that stuff, there were some comments and arguments and surprise, party wagon. But did Neca? Hold on. What the heck is the name of the shark from the game, the video game, Ninja Turtle video game?
Armagon?
Armagon? That's the only version of him that has ever existed. Correct?
Yes.
So when people talk about, no, they'll always re-release these things because they paid so much for tooling and blah, 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 blah. And I was like, well, what about all the Loot Crate exclusives? And I know there was some reuse for certain things, but that dude he's a standalone. Technically, I mean, there's not a lot of new sculpting, but everything from the Dark Turtle, that's new. You know, there's like some reuse, obviously, with the body or whatever. But
yeah, that one was. I'm trying to think of his body now and how much shit was reused.
Because I don't know what he looks like. Anyway, let's get our Legos before they're sold out. Oh,
so what is this Lego? So you get 4. God. So what is this? 4 R2D2s?
Yeah. Beep, boop. And you can mix and match the parts. And then I don't know if that's supposed to be Leia. We'll check the description down below, but that's her little thing when she's a kid.
Oh yeah. Leia, kid Leia.
You can make a little ducky. Oh God.
Nickel Stapler had I just got Marvel Legends Scar figure in today, and he's badass. I'm doing a stop motion video with him and Zabu. That's awesome, dude. Big fan of the stop motion. Scar who is that? That's the Hulk son, right? Or the Hulk-ish. I don't know if he's his son.
I believe so.
But I think, right? That is his son.
Yeah.
That's cool, man. Congrats on the pickups. Speaking of Marvel Legends, they re-released that blob. But I don't know why I can't pull the trigger. I think I saw him for 70. No, well, I think I saw him for $70. So maybe was it not a re-release? I don't know. However much he cost, I just didn't want to pull the trigger on him, even though I wanted the fucking figure. So, and it's a nice figure. But do you have him, by the way?
Which one?
The blob.
Yeah. Yeah, he's on retail now, and he's more expensive than his initial release. I got him in the box right down here.
Oh, so he is more expensive than the initial release.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it was 55 or 60 bucks, I think, when he came out.
Yeah, maybe that's why I don't know. I didn't want to pay. Maybe I'll find an open box one. I don't know. I just didn't want to pay that for that one.
The head sculpt is incredible. I mean, his mouth.
No, it looks great.
They
It's
put
a
like
great
a shine in there, but they really like half-assed the paint work on the body. Like the yellow parts, like definitely needed more coating. But so is this true? I mean, I have no reason not to believe Quip, and more people are knowledgeable behind the 2008. Since 2018, NECA's released every exclusive figure or turtle in some form or fashion. Is this really true?
Well, let's think. So he's talking about had a retail release for all the Comic-Con exclusives
for the turtles. So I guess the first turtles would have been the
well, the first turtles are the turtles from the 8-pack. So the big 8-pack that they released at Comic-Con, with all 4 turtles, Shredder, Krang, and I think 2 Foot Soldiers. That has been the model for what they started with. So that is a re-release. Okay, technically. So that's correct.
Yeah. You got every set of movie turtles has been released in a VHS and then released in 2 packs.
Yes. There are the video games. Huh?
Were Toka and Razar Comic-Con exclusives when they initially launched, or no?
No.
Okay. Just a store exclusive.
Yeah. There are the video game turtles and video game packs that I don't think came out in Target, although they're not that coveted.
Right, and they're not really. They are technically a reuse, just a repaint.
And they're a repaint. The Samurai Turtles, obviously.
The thing that I know for a fact when I was thinking about this yesterday is the Kino scooter. Yeah, as mentioned here, the Kino with a scooter. So that scooter obviously is standalone. They had a separate company that worked on the scooter. So that other company might have reused parts for their scooters elsewhere. But that Kino body is completely, I don't know if I should say completely, at least his torso is unique.
Yeah. No, he's not wrong. I mean, they do re-release a lot of their shit, maybe all of it.
The Premutation 4-pack might be unique. So just speaking in general, but yeah, turtles, it seems, because turtles are the hot thing. Just thinking about them spending money to tool something, especially if it's not a hot item. Like if there's anything you could tool and not do a re-release of, it's a turtle, because people will buy the turtles. If you're doing something like the Premutation 4-pack, or, even, I know it went to retail, but just for an example, like the Channel 6 set, like you do these kind of one-off designs and never release them again. That's way more expensive for you, because you're eating shit trying to produce those figures. Anyway,
I'm surprised that the Channel 4 the Cat April pack and the Premutation pack are actually not more expensive on the aftermarket, because those have not been re-released. That in some way, not in some way, that's the only way to get like some major figures. It's the only way to get an Irma. It's the only way to get Premutation Bebop and Rocksteady, which I think are big gets. Maybe because it hasn't been that long since they've been out, but those are ones where, yeah, they just never did anything with them. But you can still, I think, get them for, I don't know, I feel like you can get them probably around the same price that they sold for.
Yeah. The Channel 6 often is lower than retail.
Yeah, like that's crazy.
Yeah, the camera setup is incredible in that box, by the way.
Yeah.
Nobody cares about the guys in the box. So look, that is a big piece of pizza.
Somebody said Costco pizza.
Yeah. Which is true, and which is why I think I'm okay with them. That's why I'm okay with them being 4.2 inches. Because if I put them next to humans, they're gonna look tiny, like little teenager turtle boys. So I think the scaling, you kind of want to put them with 1/12 scale or 6.
Yeah, but here's my fear. Is yes, the turtles should be short, but
I mean, they don't
they're
always have to
also
be
big, huh?
Yeah, they don't always have to be short. That was really just the 87.
They don't have to, but I mean, they can be, but they're also like big and stocky.
Yeah,
like I don't want them looking small, and I get a lot of like, but these look real good too, man. So I don't know.
This is shell design. It's just it's really unique and it's special to me. But look at that articulation because of the shell design. They separated them.
Yeah,
at the cut. So you're gonna get for 1/18 scale. I think these are gonna be pretty freaking wild. I mean, Joy Toy, as we've mentioned before, 1/18 is their kind of their whole jam. But we can also do. Let's see what else they have listed here for Joy Toy. Oops. JOY. So they have these, which this is part of their frontline chaos. Oh.
Whoa.
It's like, did I put a cheat code in for Rambo?
Yeah, I
know. Okay. So yeah, as you can see, these are 1/12 scale. So we're not getting a look at their 1/18 here, but this is the only line that I know of that Joy Toy does that is 1/12 scale. They kind of do some generic stuff here. Like the bodies are always generic underneath. Oh, okay. And then I just want to slide over.
Man, it really wants to give you that big wall of text.
Yeah, that's weird. Anyway. Yeah, so these things they're kind of generic. It's usually the soft goods that are the shining factor. Like, look, this is crazy. Crazy good designs. But yeah, that's certainly different. But their other stuff, what is it? The Warhammer that they do is insane. I mean, they do that's like their main thing. So yeah,
Are you gonna take a chance? Take a chance.
Take a chance on you. I pre-ordered these guys, so
yeah. Now that it's on 5K and I don't have to put up all the money, I think I might have to get these, Shaun.
Yeah, I think it's a safer website, so I feel comfortable getting it through them. And then this is one of those things where I'm buying it because I'm buying it for myself, because they would not be sending me a set to review because these will sell on their own. And Joy Toy probably doesn't want to send out free samples for reviewers because they don't need to.
Why don't they need to? Fuck you, Joy Toy.
Oh no. It's made for a Chinese market, so they definitely wouldn't care about me reviewing it. But I thought that was a pretty interesting setup. That it was kind of technically only available in certain parts of China on their initial release. So I don't know if this is probably just 5K getting a hold of their own inventory and then reselling it, because it is marked up just a. No, it isn't actually. $145.
No, that's how much
price.
That's
so
how much it is.
Yeah, I don't know what the deal is behind that, but I'm happy that they've got it. 5K shipping. I went through a bunch of my orders, and I had typed it out at some point, but it starts at like $4.99, $7.99, and $12.99 were the different price points I saw, depending on how many things you're getting and how big it is. So they would sometimes be labeled as like small box or whatever, and it was $4.99. So I don't know. That's just me. So you'd have to kind of see what other people are getting.
Yeah, their shipping is 5K shipping is pretty good.
Because they ship it to the US and then distribute from there. Anytime I've gotten a label anyway, unless it's a special thing that they're trying to get me to review ahead of time, then it usually just comes from I think it comes from a place in New York. I'd have to double check my labels.
I thought 5K was out of LA or for some reason.
Yeah, I don't know. I just remember it being a US address when I get it. So
okay. All righty. Oh my God, we've got I'm a Your Boy.
Whoa.
With the 5 Mad Hatter memberships, worth their weight in gold. You don't even need turtles when you get this membership because I DM every member telling them where they can get free turtles. So thank you, I'm a Your Boy, for the memberships. You lucky bastards.
Yes, Motuverse. I have definitely seen that, which is the reason why I have the metal here. In anticipation for that, I have this guy, which is like a Tokyo Auto Show exclusive. Tokyo Motorcycle Show limited version. Yeah, I'm super excited about that. There's so much good stuff on 5K. So I'm always talking about it when it's not in a review. Like, obviously, if they send me something and they're asking me to review it, that's kind of my job. But I'm always on here anyway, buying stuff and looking at stuff because there's, oh, you can still get this guy. Because the stuff is just incredible. If you want a really good Superman, I just ordered this. It's just the body, so you'd want to get like a head sculpt from Manipple. Just like the worst name ever. But I watched a review last week, and they designed the figure just like, well, same people that make the body. But this body suit is designed just like in the movie. So underneath of the suit is a layer of like chrome, like a metal finish, so that when these different highlights hit, and it enhances the look of the sculpt and the muscles.
Wow, that's really cool. That's super detailed.
Yeah, it's insane. So these guys, this brand is really good at this stuff anyway, and they always have these head sculpts. And that review he was talking about, he thinks that what they do is they take the 1/6 scale stuff like Hot Toys, and then they shrink down those molds, which apparently is a whole thing. And that's why they look super, super detailed. But this company, if you can find that head sculpt of Superman, man, it is very much Henry Cavill. It's crazy. And then you can get General Zod if you want to recreate that.
General Z.
The downside with 5K is they don't often load it down with photos, especially if it's like a copyright thing. So you'll have to like copy the name of the figure and paste it into Google and see some other site that's just talking about it and showing you the details and stuff.
Dude, third-party shit is killing it, man.
It is.
I don't know if 5K has this up, but for all of you like Warcraft guys, or technically not Warcraft, I don't know if you could search it out, John. I'm on my phone. You know the one I'm talking about?
The mount that they
not the mount. They previewed this new goblin. Like a goblin, looks like a goblin thief or something.
Yeah, let me.
So I don't even think it's up for pre-order. I think it's Memory Toys.
Let me.
I can't. I'm on my phone, so I can't load up the website.
Hey, buddy, it's all right. I got you. I'll share Instagram here. Screen share Instagram.
Dude, the Warcraft third-party shit is coming for my money, like big time, man. Like, did we even
very excited about this, by the way? Look at this.
Yeah, this is crazy. This mount, this like tiger mount thing.
The articulation,
dude,
it's beautiful. Of course,
I don't think did we talk about Bebop?
No, I don't think we have actually. Look at this. Talk about Warcraft mount. This thing? That's got to be what that is, right?
That I've never seen this one. I mean, yeah, it's a Warcraft-ish mount, but like the armor is the telltale sign.
Yeah.
Fuck, man.
Good looking horsey, which is probably too small for your turtles, so don't think about doing that.
Probably too small. Blizzard fucked up, man. Blizzard, you fucked up in the toy game for sure.
Oh, look who's featured on their thing. It's me.
I saw this. I saw it here first. and then I was like, that son of a bitch.
I'm very interested in this line when they start getting into dinosaurs I care about. Which I think like most people, like this is a cool dinosaur, but we want our main boys, the ones that media has given us over the years, like a T-Rex.
You don't love the Hornosaurus?
No, he can fuck himself.
Wow.
Oh, this is funny. So this is him watching that Hawk Tuo reel.
If I see one more Hawk Tuo thing on my feed,
I know. It's ridiculous.
I swear.
Good for her though, because she's obviously she's gonna be making some money off of this crap, but
you know what? God bless her heart if she makes some money.
What was it that you wanted me to look for?
Oh fuck. How do you
it was a Warcraft thing. It wasn't this guy, is it?
I don't know. No. This is new. This had to have been posted in the last 2 days, man. Memory Toys Goblin. It's a Memory Toys. It's like a goblin that they're coming out with, but it would have been the last 2 days. It wouldn't have been here.
Oh well, that's not up anymore. If that's the case,
I don't think 5K previewed it, dude.
Oh, I thought you said they did.
No. I don't think.
So who did?
It's not up for pre-order. They just I think one of the toy sites just showed it.
Oh, well, see if you can find it, and then I'll pull it up for people. Look, 5K Toys also allows you to just get feet. I joke about being an only feet, but you can get sexy foot kit.
There you go. You can put on your only things. Thanos Copter, yeah, that's what it is. It wasn't 5K. It was from Memory Toys. You got to type in Memory Toys Goblin or something in a fucking search.
Okay.
If Summer Geek Out follows the pattern from last year, we'll get a Mega Constructs drop and a Hasbro Target exclusive Star Wars, Transformers, etc. drop before we're done. You're probably right. I think Neca is probably out of the game because they have the big holothon thing. So I don't know if we're going to get another Neca entry. But yeah, I could see Hasbro pumping this out. Speaking of Hasbro, John, we must discuss the Hasbro, and I'm sure this is on Toy Arc or one of the toy sites, the Cobra Commander that they're coming out with.
Yeah.
What's all this?
Let's find the stupid goblin first so that I can stop looking for it. It's not this, right?
No.
This looks like a damn joke.
No, they might not be calling it goblin. Whatever it does. I'm on my phone today, so I can't find it. But
this guy, the orc.
No, that's an orc. That's an orc, not a goblin. Duh.
Jesus Christ. You're dead to me. I'm trying to help you.
No, I know. No, you got your orcs. Let me give you a little bit of Warcraft, Jonathan. You got your orcs. Okay. Orcs are the main. I would say orcs are the bread and butter of Warcraft, right? You got your trolls. Now, trolls have not been made in figure form yet, but they will. Okay. You got your goblins. You got your Tauren. Tauren are big in Warcraft. People don't think that Tauren are part of the Horde because they look like minotaurs. They're like noble creatures, but they are. Jonathan, they are part of the Horde. So you get Tauren as well. You get your Blood Elf. The Blood Elf are part of the Horde. And you get your undead. And I think those are all the races in Warcraft. I think that's the Horde. Okay. Now, on the Alliance side, Jonathan in the chat, it's a little different. Okay. You get your human. Okay. Some people like rolling with humans. I don't love it. I love to be a creature. Okay. But you can do pandas. But pandas you can get on both sides, John. You get pandas on one side. I think you get on both sides, right? But you get humans. You get your gnome. All right. You get your dwarf. The dwarf is on the alliance. Okay. Guy. Everybody's bored to death. By the way.
No, so 2005, man. I love it.
What happened?
I said it's very 2005. I love it.
Yeah, very 2005. Who else is in the alliance? There's the dwarf. There's the gnomes. There's the humans. There are the night elves. That's right. Not the blood elves are on the horde side. The night elves are in the alliance side. And then I don't remember who else is a race on the alliance because I don't play alliance. I don't play the Draenei. That's right, the Draenei. That's right. How did I not know that? I have a Draenei, a little statuette. But there you go. There you go, everybody. You've just been Warcrafted. Okay, I gave you a little bit of a sum up right there.
You sure did.
So you're a lot more informed. I was killing time as Johnny was looking for some stuff that he just couldn't find. But
you said something about Toy Arc, so I went there.
Toy Arc doesn't have the announcement of the new Hasbro stuff. They must. Or maybe Toy News. Try Toy News Eye. Worgen. I forgot the fucking Worgen. God damn it.
You want to talk about this and how it's the wrong color?
What? What's the wrong color?
His pod bike thing.
It is?
Yeah, somebody posted the picture from the movie and it's like all dark.
Devin, I did say the Pandarians. I said the panda people. I forgot what they were called. Okay, but I fucking forgot the Worgens. Fuck.
Yeah, this is the movie.
Okay.
Maybe.
Okay.
Because there's this as well. Well, which is it? I mean, it's definitely not as bright, even if it's this thing, which is some kind of statue. Yeah, what's the deal? What's the deal, Hasbro? That looks like a... This looks like from A New Hope color scheme, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's very light.
Yeah, it doesn't make me want to become a Sith Lord. Would you be Sith if they came to you and they were like, "Look, these people got it right. Hot Toys don't mess around." I also feel like this is I mentioned that the Snuggie is officially back. Look at that. It's so thick and so oversized for such a little guy. I mean, I know soft goods are hard at 112, but
why don't Sith Lords dress in white just to like fool people?
Right.
And then they pull out their thing and just kill like I think the problem with Sith Lords is you see them coming. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like why not change up the outfit?
Well, that's what Luke tried to do. He dressed in all black and was like, "You think I'm on the dark side now?"
Was he trying to fool them when he did that?
I think it was a plan in his head, and he put it down on paper, and then didn't follow through with it.
If I was a Sith Lord, I would dress in all white, and then when I see people, I'd be like, "Hello, I'm just here to hello, traveler. I'm here to just get passage to the next." Ha! And then I just fucking cut their heads off. Because I don't have any honor. I'm a Sith Lord, right? Like
very smart. Yeah.
Yeah.
The problem usually is in the face.
Why? Because they're all corrupted?
They either look like this or they have some kind of mask. You know, they look evil. They have helmets.
I know, but everyone in Star Wars, every other guy in Star Wars has like a mask.
That's what I mean, yeah. The bad guys. Who are the good guys that wear helmets? And don't talk about Princess Leia. That was a costume to be a bounty hunter.
Yeah, but Sith Lords don't all have like Count Dooku didn't have a helmet.
Yeah, you're right.
So like, I would be a Sith Lord without it. Like, if you saw Count Dooku, there was nothing about him other than his outfit that said Sith Lord. He could have just been like a dude.
That's very true. Yeah, you put me in my place. You're right. Also, the best Sub-Zero I think that we'll ever see in action figure form. Look at this thing. Look at that.
That's pretty fucking cool.
Like a quilted stitching.
Sub-Zero wins.
Dude, it's so cool. Anywho, There's so much good stuff on here, man. All original things. This is beautiful. Look at this. I wonder, is this using the same technology that we got from the God of War figure? I wish they would put more information in here, like the people that designed it, and then talk about this. Is this using 5-axis CNC machining to create this armor? Maybe. It looks like it.
CNC factory?
So the reason why that God of War Kratos looks so good is because for the first time ever in 1/12 scale, they had a 5-axis machine to sculpt out these parts. Traditionally, you have an XYZ, so a 3-axis thing. And that's why to get more detailed, they can start turning it in more directions and sculpting it in new ways. So that, to me, that's what this looks like is happening. So I wish when they sent me that God of War that there was some information that was based around that, because I would have added that to part of the review and say, instead of me just jizzing my pants the whole review going, how does this look so good? I could be like, well, this is how, because of the technology. But and being the very first figure with that is a huge milestone. But that's what this looks like.
I like that base. I got this monkey. I got a Monkey King from Four Horsemen. But this one looks fucking cool too. That lion that you passed over is really cool too. I'm gonna get him for sure. I saw him at the 5K booth when they were at LA Comic-Con last year. I'm trying to think if I pre-ordered him, but I'm definitely gonna get him because I need a big fuck off lion.
There he is. Yeah, it looks
there you go. Good. I think 2 companies are making this though, by the way.
9.5 inches. That's a big boy, man. That's as big as Jubilee from Mondo.
For the Mondo Jubilee.
Whoa. It's like statue version.
Yeah, this is the one they had it at the con. They had a statue version. You get more info on these things on Chinese social media. Look up the manufacturers, Johnny. The info you seek is out there. Look, giving you a quest.
Yes. I don't like to go on quests. People comment and say, oh, at least you could. Oh, man. I got a comment, and it was all about how I didn't do research on a figure. And it's a figure that was totally made up. There's no backstory for. But they were like, this is the 3rd review. He's just making stuff up on or whatever. He couldn't do the research. And then I clicked on it, and some kid is like 12 years old or whatever, because he put out a couple videos on YouTube. And I was like, oh, I can't attack him like he's a 40-year-old idiot. He's just a kid. Just a kid.
But you know what, John? If you are old enough to talk shit online, you're old enough to get bashed.
I said something about you're old enough to get bashed. I did say something about like these aren't the kind of comments that are like welcome here, and you shouldn't be saying this kind of stuff when you have your own videos that people could comment on. But he has all of his comments turned off on his videos, and I'm like, just think about if your comments were. I try to do it in more of like a teachable moment, saying that like your comments are turned off probably for a reason, kind of thing. So think about what people could be saying about you, and try to just be better.
Oh, I like him. You kind of guilted him with that.
Yeah. I like to make kids feel like shit.
I would have been like, I'll meet you in the streets, pussy.
That's right.
Get the Not a Lion. Hatter, it's better. I got to look that one up. Have you secured the turtles yet? Which ones? If it's the Neca ones, yeah, I got 2 of them. If it's the Joy Toy, not yet. Oh, I got this on pre-order too. What you just showed, the Blood Wolf from who is it that made this? I can't see.
Loose Collector Studio.
Loose Collectors. That's right. I have to get this because Blood Wolf is such a dumb. Okay,
he reminds me of Lobo.
It's a Lobo ripoff.
Okay.
There's a reason why. Look,
I know that
this
is a Cable ripoff, but I didn't know if this was supposed to be like a Lobo inspired thing.
Okay, these are made by Rob Liefeld. If you don't know, do you know who Rob Liefeld is, Jonathan?
He's a guy from back in the day who did things with stuff.
He created. Okay, Rob Liefeld, very controversial comic artist. He created Deadpool and he created Cable. But here's the thing. He didn't he created yes, he created Deadpool, but he didn't make Deadpool what we like about modern Deadpool. Like the sort of breaking the fourth wall, really well written, funny Deadpool. He didn't really create that. Okay. He made a cool costume and then and also Deadpool was like a Deathstroke clone when he created it. So it's but he takes a lot of credit. He does what Todd does, where he constantly on social media will be like, remember I created Deadpool and Cable, remember. But to Todd's credit, with Spawn, Todd pretty much created everything about Spawn. Todd is really the owner of Spawn. He birthed Spawn, and everything Spawn is to Todd's credit. I think, right? I mean, people might say I'm wrong, but from what I remember. But Rob is like a hack that he did have some talent back in the day. I did like him, but his stuff has not aged. But he has since just created all these other characters that are ripoffs of other characters, including characters that he created initially. So Blood Wolf is one of them, and he's like a 90s. He had a comic stint in the 90s or something. But I want these nostalgically now.
Yeah.
These remind me of just the 90s. You know?
For sure. Yeah, that's why I pre-ordered this one.
Yeah. Oh, you did pre-order? Yeah.
Yeah. So you know what figures I want that do not seem to exist beyond the 90s toys? Wildcats.
Dude, I have been harping for not publicly, but I have been wanting them to make a Wildcats line forever. I think there is a logistical issue because I know there is one for Youngblood. So Rob Liefeld created Youngblood, and I think he sold the right. There's so much shit that's happening with the rights of these 90s, not Todd stuff, because I think he locked everything down, but Youngblood, I think, got sold. Wildcats, I think, is not Jim Lee's anymore. But I'm with you there. I would love what is it, Zealot and Grift. Although they made a Grifter, I think McFarlane made a Grifter figure, but they've never made a true Wildcats team.
Yeah.
And yeah, I would love that. But I think it's a whole mess. I think it is. I don't know. Oh, there you go. Grifter from Wildcats is now DC character. So I guess Wildcats owns DC. Oh, sorry. DC owns Wildcats, I guess. I don't know.
Huh. That's weird. So we probably won't get McFarlane making those things.
Probably. Well, I mean, he did say, what was it? Grifter from Wildcat. I think McFarlane made Grifter. Rob Liefeld lost the rights to Youngblood.
Plus, Todd doesn't want to make females, and well, there's one very sexy female in that team.
But he makes them though.
I know.
I mean, he made in the Batman. He made Poison Ivy. He made Batgirl. Yeah. Jim Lee sold his Image line to okay.
Speaking of Pacific Rim, whenever the sequel was coming out, I was doing a podcast, and I was like, before we knew what the second one was called, we just knew a second one was happening. My running joke on that podcast said it was called Pacific Rim, job never too big. So it was like Pacific Rim job never too big.
Right, I got that. I got that is such a Jonathan nostalgia joke.
Oh, for sure.
John, let me ask you a question.
Okay.
Can I ask you I know you're big into this rhino is pretty fucking cool, by the way.
Don't let me distract you. Yeah.
Okay. Do you think if we were in a Jaeger, like, would we be good? We do this stream together. People say we have good chemistry. Okay, I don't believe them, but I don't see it. But like they're like, trust me, bro. But would we be good as Jaeger pilots? And like, what kind of Jaeger would we have? Like, would it just be like, your standard like big robotic guy, or like, and bonus question, would for us to be Jaeger pilots, right? Like, we have to know each other's mind. Like, I have to let you into my mind, and you got to let me into yours. Are you comfortable with that?
Yeah, that's interesting. That's the part that maybe I think we mostly forget about, is that we're gonna know each other's deep, dark secrets.
Yeah, like everything.
Yeah, you're welcome into mine, because I know whatever's in yours is gonna terrify me. The things I would be embarrassed about are going to be shadowed by yours.
I think you might be right, but I think we would. I don't know. I feel like we would rock it, John. And I also feel like,
yeah, I think our machine would be kind of Chode-esque, where it's like it's wider than it is tall. So it wouldn't be this kind of tall, lengthy hero design. Ours would be kind of short and wide, like a stocky one, like we're something from Robotech, or
like a Ninja Turtle.
No.
Ninja Turtles are short and stocky.
Copyright issues with Pacific Rim Job. So I think we could have one arm that is just a long cannon, just like it doesn't shape shift like the other guys do, but it's like a really long, like a tank cannon kind of thing.
Yeah.
Just does massive damage though. So that's why we're kind of short and wide, so that we have this, like, so our feet get planted and then they like lock into the ground, and then we can handle this like intense shot that the other mechs can't do.
I like that a lot. I also think what we should do, since we're short and we've got kind of like a low center of gravity, is like, if we can do it together, we get on all fours. So like, you and I just do that, and then we run at the other Jaegers and we ram them. You know what I mean? Like we hit them at the knees and we knock them dead. Like that's our MO too, is we can like ram other Jaegers.
Well, we don't need to ram Jaegers. We're ramming the kaiju.
Oh, sorry. We're not fighting other. Yeah, we ram the kaijus and we knock them to the ground, and then it makes them easier to deal with.
Yeah, like it's like a crab type creature.
Yeah, I like that. I think we'd be good pilots. Trash around my plastic. Thank you, sir. Yes, the armor tech is the same as the Monkey King expert. Trust me, Mad Hatter, see my cosplay. He can attest to it. I bet I would. Also, the Azure Lion is the same line as the Sun Wukong. Well, there you go. Trash around my plastic. Thank you, sir, for the super chat and for the edification on the Monkey King of it all. Because that line, I really have no connection to the Monkey King, the lion, the Azure Lion, all that, but they're beautiful, man.
They are stunning.
Sometimes you just get something just because it's so visually.
Well, yeah, awesome. Absolutely. That's where a lot of new toy companies showing up on Kickstarter, they are banking on either playing off of the idea of nostalgia, or that you will just love what we are doing and the design of it, and be like open to this stuff. And that's what's happening with Animal Warriors of the Kingdom.
Yeah.
Speaking of, anybody that has backed that, you wouldn't really know, but the elephant is unlocked. So you can go into the backer kit or whatever it is, and
it's crazy. Why are they not like announcing that to like the world? Like the elephant on Animal Warriors, you can get it now. And I didn't know. John had to tell me And then I had to look and be like, and look for it and be like, oh shit, that's right. Like, it's crazy.
Yep.
This is crazy, man. It's fucking wild, dude.
It's fucking crazy, man.
John, I like this idea. This actually is more apropos. It would look like a robotic Too Bad, like the vintage Motu toy, and the two of you could punch each other's heads.
Well, we would be like, what is that? What movie is that where there is a creature that's two-headed like that, and they just keep punching each other in the face?
That sounds familiar.
They keep getting in a fight. They're CG characters.
Yeah, why does that sound so familiar? And they just keep hitting each other?
Yeah, because they get in fights. They argue all the time.
Is it How to Train Your Dragon? Isn't there a double-headed dragon in that? But
but they don't punch them. So. But this is the thing that unlocked. So the project is done, so you have to have already backed it. But it's like, talk about this thing a lot. Get it out there, because I don't know what the cutoff date is. Maybe this landed right at the cutoff date or something. But if enough people were like, oh, sweet, Mamba's up, and they back it, then now we're into this guy. And then you can back that. And then that's not far away, $30,000. And then this, which I think a lot of people were super excited for.
Okay, so here's where my confusion is.
Okay.
Because we didn't do we had a backer kit, but we weren't unlocking things during the backer kit. So I can't imagine that Mamba, the only way to get it is a backer kit. That's not going to come out like in retail or in a pre-order store or something. That can't be.
Yeah, their whole thing is just like, here's the full goal. While the Kickstarter is open, these are the unlocked tiers. Now, we funded, the project is over. So the backer kit is open to those people that backed it. And you can, of course, just like with Flip War, add on different things. But they said that as they continue making money in backer kit, they will continue to unlock these things for those people, which is kind of crazy, because that means that they're going to sell way less of these guys.
That's what I'm saying. Like, because this guy, if he was sold on like a pre-order store or in mass, like,
yeah, I don't know if that means that the next wave has some version of it, so they're reusing the molds, and it's like, oh, because of this, it unlocked future options where he has new armor and new paint and stuff. I guess.
Okay.
I would assume.
Brian Brink is saying Mamba will be available at retail, but not for $90.
Oh, okay. Well, there we go. Okay. Brian knows what's up. Master of the charts. Okay. Master of the charts. Keeper of the scores. I don't know.
Oh, I got to shit now. I like that you said keeper of the scores.
Well, I was just trying to stay on theme, and I was like, well, master of the charts. Keeper of the, what are the actual lyrics?
Master of the house, quick to catch your eye, never lets a passerby pass him by, something like that. Can you go to toynewseye.com when you can? Or unless you were building to something else.
I was not building to anything. Toy News International, if anybody wants to know what the I stands for. Which looks like this. Like a news channel.
The guy who runs this, by the way, trashed me in some comment. I forgot what he was taught. I had some hot take video or some shit, and he came in and he just trashed me. But he has a good site. I'm looking for the Hasbro exclusive that they just announced.
Well, just keep in mind that people that we have been dunking on Robo, and people think that we mean it. So it's hard to tell sometimes if people think that they're like, when you and I were beefing, the amount of people that thought that they could beef like we are, but it just came off. It's like, well, no, you're not part of it, so it doesn't work that way.
I don't know.
Animate. I don't know. Hasbro, you said, eh?
Or just go to Hasbro's Instagram. Fucking A, man. Like what? Why are they not showing these things like on these sites?
I don't know. There's too much to talk about.
That was a good British accent.
You could start your own toy website, and then you are responsible for finding everything possible to talk about.
You know what? Maybe I will start my own toy website.
Hey, you put 1,000 ads on it, like Toy News, and apparently people are okay with that.
I mean, yeah, I'll have ads, but I'll start a fucking toy website. Maybe that's gonna be my new thing.
Ooh, I got a super chat. Trash around my plastic. Thank you for the $10. I appreciate that. If you two were Jaegers, you two would be the only combiner where you both merge like Voltron. I think the two-headed character may be from the Tick. I'm not sure though. No, it's not the Tick. Some kind of fuck.
No, it's not the Tick.
Someone will figure it out.
Danny Boy is saying go to his tank. I've never been there.
I told you to go to his tank.
Is there a his tank? Is there a his tank website?
Apparently. Let's see.
What about
where did they get the name?
Huh?
I said, where did they get the name? And how did they get away with that? How about that?
What
is tank part of Hasbro, or is that just somebody's website?
Yeah, but you could just probably call it your website. You can probably I can create a website and call it the Technodrome or something, right?
I don't know. Probably not.
I don't know.
Let's see. What am I trying to do? His tank. Is this what you wanted to see?
Let's
stupid idiot. I'm just kidding.
What the fuck is that?
Just kidding. It's all GI Joe related.
Oh my god.
Is there anything that's not GI Joe that we're trying to find here? This guy? This is what you want?
Yeah, okay, this is the guy. This is going to be one of the exclusives for Comic-Con. This is from, have you ever seen the GI Joe movie?
Nope.
Okay. Well, in the GI Joe movie, which not everybody loves this movie. To me, this movie wasn't as much of a slam dunk as the Transformers movie, and I know somebody's going to get pissed off about that, but I don't know. This is how I feel. They have, so Cobra Commander kind of reverts to like a snake or something, or turns into a snake. And so this is the exclusive that they're going to have at Comic-Con. Now, I don't know. Maybe somebody can tell me in the chat. Is this going to be at Comic-Con, or is it going to be the same bullshit where like I got to get a raffle ticket and then 3 years later I get it in the mail? Because like I'm not loving this whole I can't get the exclusive at Comic-Con. Like I want to, if I go, get the thing in my hands there. But yeah, a lot of people are excited about this. I kind of am too. Again, I don't think, to me, the movie's is fine.
There you go.
I don't love it as much as the Transformers movie, which I think is probably the Transformers movie might be the best 80s property turned into a movie, like in the 80s, I mean.
Yeah.
Like out of all of them. Because they like, and I know a lot of them were made for TV and broken up into series. But Transformers has got to be it's got to be up there. But I'm excited about this one. Okay. I think they said they'll be sold at Comic-Con.
Yeah, and then whatever right left. Attendees can request a time slot to purchase Hasbro products, which is gotta be fun.
Yeah, this is what they do now. Is that they like you have to register, but I think it's a raffle. I don't know. Is it a raffle, guys? Like, I think you have to register for a like, and then you get a time slot. But here's the deal: it might be sold out in the time slot. So you might get a time slot that says, "Hey, okay," because I know back in the day when I was stupid because I was buying Funkos, I got a time slot like, okay, show up at 3 p.m. But then by 3 p.m., like everything got fucking sold out. It's a raffle if you get picked a time. Oh, great. So yeah, it's like a raffle to get this. I'm sure there'll be a few of them, but Same with the Marvel Legends reveal. They'll actually have the items at the Pulse booth. Also, they'll be there. Just to piggyback on what Dan was saying, there's also a Marvel Legend. He looks kind of cool. Did you see the Marvel Legend reveal? It's a Death's Head. I only know of this character because of the old Marvel Legends card. Like, I don't know how popular Death's Head is, but I only know of his existence because of the old cards. And I don't know if he's up on their social media, but that's the other exclusive that they were talking about.
What is the deal? What's the deal with Hasbro? You want people to buy your stuff, but you don't even show it off.
It's not bad.
That's not good. You want people to buy it, you show it. You don't show it, people won't buy it. That's his whole thing, is to just kind of repeat. And when George is there with them, it's like, they didn't show it. How can you not show it? They didn't show it. You gotta show the toy. You gotta show it. Like, that's
that is a yeah. They're not showing the toy. It was a Marvel UK character. Okay, we got the expert right here, Jonathan. Let's educate people on Death's Head. Dan is saying Death's Head debuted in a Transformers comic book in the late 80s, as he was a robot bounty hunter.
I watched his breakdown video, actually.
Break it down. Stop. Danny time. Death's Head was first seen in the UK. Okay. Yeah, UK Transformers. Are there any British Transformers? Like, are there any Transformers that have British accents?
Yeah, that are not in the Michael Bay movies, because there probably is one in there.
It's probably not in the Michael Bay movie. I'm talking about old school Transformers. Are there any British Transformers?
Man, that's a great question.
Somebody's got to know.
Back in the day, man, oh wait, I saw Sydney Sweeney and I got distracted. The role of Sydney Sweeney is Side.
I think he means Ide.
Oh, is Ide by Lucasfilm? Is that of a Jedi? Now that is Blue Milk Force. Oh my God, Jay,
if they
that's
cast
lady,
Sydney
man.
Sweeney as anything in one of these Star Wars shows, like, that's it. Like, you've just made your money. Like, why is Star Wars not just throwing her money?
Yeah, her and Hawk Tuah Girl are going to be, those are the main women that Hollywood are going to be focused on.
Yeah. Oh my God. Has this been done as a Transformer? I got the perfect idea for a British Transformer. Guys, has this been done? A Transformer that turns into the red double-decker bus in England. Like, has that, please tell me that has not been done. Please tell me that this is my own invented creation, because I would buy the shit out of that. Shockwave was British, was he?
A double-decker would be intense, man. That's going to be like a deluxe. That's a larger scale figure. That's bigger than Optimus Prime or something.
Yeah, but and you could call him Double Decker.
You're right. And he drops an upper decker if you piss him off.
That's right. There you go. Look, I don't think it's been done. I'm gonna ignore anyone in the chat that says that has been done. Okay.
Yeah, we'll ban you.
Yeah, you're banned if you say that that's not an original idea.
So yeah, British, nothing new there. He's a double-decker bus, apparently.
Damn it! All right,
upper decker, double decker.
Can you ban Devin Decker, please?
Yeah, he's blocked for life. Upper decker, double decker is also what they call Sydney Sweeney. Double decker, I barely know her.
Decker, I bear. Wow.
Oh my God, yeah, Sydney Sweeney. He's in love with her. Okay, look, is Jay married? Yes. Does he also love Sydney Sweeney? Also, yes.
What about a Transformer that just turned into Sydney Sweeney?
Wow. So what is this, like the Shia LaBeouf one where he's in college? Where it was like, oh, they can look like actual humans now.
Yeah, like a transformer. They can just look like a human. I'm sure that's been done.
Do I think it's stupid? Yes. Am I doing the same joke as I did a second ago? Yes. Would I still be into it even though she's a robot? Also, yes.
Yeah.
I don't care.
That's true.
The anime from the 80s taught me that robot ladies need love too.
I mean, they especially need love because they don't understand humans. So you have to show them love to get, have to understand our culture, our human culture.
Yeah. Finally, all my time as a Transformers YouTube voice actor will mean something. Oh, that's interesting, Devin.
You are? That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Watch that. But you know what? I could be a watch this. Jonathan, I'm here to I'm here to take all your money.
Well, you just sound like a robot.
Oh, okay.
Do Transformers.
All right.
Transformers.
By the way, people that are waiting for the Neca of it all, I fucked up on my thumbnail because I kind of put it together.
Yes.
Not on my thumbnail, but on my description. This shit doesn't go up till 9. We're not going to be streaming that long. So understand that in, what is it? An hour, I don't even know what time it is. That's when that Neca shit goes up. Okay.
2 hours from now.
2 hours, exactly. Trash Rama Pastor, thank you for the super chat. No. A G1 British Transformer only in the Michael Bay movie, of course. By the way, the human was based on the Pretenders. Ah, yes, there was a Pretenders line. That's right. The Pretenders. More
Luigi.
Than
Luigi, yes. I have this girl. This one up here, but she's a 112 scale. The Frontline Chaos figure. So yeah, you can watch that one. That was from the early days of the channel too, where I was just like super impressed. I mean, I'm still impressed with the soft goods, but yeah, it's pretty cool, isn't it?
Super impressed.
Briar Shin wants to know why we're not doing a 5-hour stream.
I mean, we could. I mean, we'd probably bore everybody to death.
The longer we go, the more people we get, it seems.
Yeah.
As long as we stay on topic.
On topic?
Which we are really good at.
Yeah, no, we're great at staying on topic. We fucking at some point we got to be professional, John, and maybe come up with okay, between the first 30 minutes we talk about this, between the next 40 we talk about this, and do all that. You know what? I did want to discuss. There was just the one thing I wanted to discuss. Is speaking of Star Wars, Star Wars has a Haslab that is up right now.
Yeah, the Cantina.
Or the Cantina. And my buddy says it's not going to make it. I think it's going to just make it. I think it's going to, but with no tears. I think it's just going to get, it's going to crawl, it's going to army crawl with its torso cut off right up until the end, and just, fingernails over the edge. But if this does not make it, I think Star Wars as a toy has a problem. And I say that, I don't say that with glee, okay? Because as somebody who grew up on Power of the Force, that was I was once you got done with the retro toys, I was big into Power of the Force. So I don't say that with Schadenfreude. However, I just I think it's gonna have my thing is that I feel like it's just gonna get there, 0 tears along with it.
Yeah, it's a lot closer than I thought it would be.
How close is it?
I mean, here's the thing: 77% funded.
And how many days? I'm on my phone, so I can't.
The 8th of July.
8th of July. So it's about, what is that? 10 days, 9 days.
It's I mean, there's always a spike at the end. This is a shorter turnaround window. 10 days left, a 22-day run, 77% funded. That's 6,147 purchases. And they need just over 1,800.
I think they're gonna make it. It will have
crazy to me because so many cups, like Mickles said. Yeah,
we'll have tears of all the people getting screwed on the price because without 6 figures. See, that's the problem. I wanted to just highlight this because that's the issue when you price. Tiers are supposed to be gifts. You know what I mean? I think that's the problem when you price for all your tiers being included, is that when they're not, it just kind of creates like this like bad taste in people's mouth. But I think, yeah, you have that spike at the end. Look, was I wrong to think that maybe this would have done better as a Black Series scale? I don't know. Maybe that's too big. I don't know. Like, would that be any bigger than, let's say, like the Cat's Lair or like the giant Super 7 Snake Mountain? I have no idea. But like,
huge. You know, but they also. Huge,
but like,
do they do any Haslabs that are Black Series scale?
I think the Rancor was supposed to be a Black Series scale.
Was it?
But look, Rancor failed in the hundreds. Like, it was hundreds away, not even thousands. That was crazy.
Man, yeah, it's interesting. I don't know. I mean, I thought for sure that ship last year wouldn't have done it because it was so expensive.
That was a nice looking ship, though.
It was, but it was expensive.
Yeah, it was expensive.
Gigantic, which is why I think they don't want to play with it. Oh, that Jabba's ship was Black Series.
Yeah, but here's my theory, and somebody did disagree with me. I think Justin disagreed with this, but I don't know. I still stand firm by this, that like with Star Wars,
yeah,
I think your bread and butter is ships. Like I think if you have a ship, I think it'll sell because people love Star Wars ships.
Yeah, and you don't have to collect figures for the ships to work.
Yeah, exactly. Like, yeah, exactly. Like, you just have them displayed. I just don't think that play sets. And look, I mean, he made some good points. Disagree, like why he disagreed, but like I still hold true to that. Like, when people think of Star Wars, they think of ships. They don't necessarily think of play sets or maybe even like giant creatures like the Rancor.
Right.
So I think that's why. And the Ghost looked really cool. I have no connection to that Ghost ship, but it looked really cool. And so, yeah, they don't have a Black Series X-Wing. That's crazy.
It does seem like a no-brainer.
Yeah, they don't have that?
It's so weird. Yeah, the vintage stuff just doesn't do anything for me, like, at all. It's very the Kenner. It's very reaction series.
Yeah,
speaking of reaction,
I don't get anything. I don't get anything from the vintage stuff.
Because it goes into that whole realm of we are in the new technology. Give us the 5-axis CNC printing. You know, like take advantage of 2024 and give us figures that are utilizing all of those, advances.
No, I agree.
Okay, just say it. Wow. Jeez, that was really hard for you to admit. Hey, you got a super chat?
Vicky Soldier, thanks for the stream. You're welcome.
Yeah, and you are also welcome from
what?
Me.
Oh my God.
Yeah, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Of course, you guys don't have to do that, but we do definitely appreciate it. Makes us more willing to do this.
Are you not willing Jonathan? Is that what you're saying?
Time is money, baby. I got Kofi orders to complete. Whoever Maxwell Beckman is last night purchased quite a few items from my store. What items? Well, I'll show you. Thank you for asking. Bought some of these wall cutouts for the sewer layer, which, of course, if you don't have them cut out, they just work as backdrops, which is fun.
I still got to get my cutouts.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
So they bought a couple of the generic ones and then a couple of the sewer pipe ones, as I've labeled them. So this is a sewer pipe one, and then you have the generic one here, which works on either side, and then the one with the pipe cut out you can buy left or right side, and then choose to have it cut out or not. And then they also bought these, the whole covers, which is fun. And obviously they work well together. So if you get the wall cover, you can put one of these in there if you want to kind of flip around. If you get one that has the hole cut out, you could put these in the hole and change your scenes and stuff. So yeah, pretty cool. If I do say so myself. And I think I only say this myself because nobody cares. Nobody on the stream cares, and by that I mean you.
Why? I care.
It's like how do I get Mad Hatter to just lose interest immediately?
Guys, don't let this dude like fucking talk as if I haven't bought pretty much every one of his things off his store and gladly did it. Okay, now he's trying to act like, you know, like suddenly I'm disinterested in his stuff. Guess what, John? I don't pay for shit that I'm disinterested in. Okay, because a fool and his money are soon parted, and I'm a fool, and my money is soon parted when I buy your stuff. So I want you to appreciate that shit and know. Okay?
You know how I lose interest in what you're saying?
When I just talk and say words.
Yeah. And I once was Mikey. I just mean I put those like little short, limited things into the same category. I know it's the only thing they probably really share is the height. But I did want to segue talking about reaction figures to the Reaction Plus. You're a GI Joe boy. What do you think about their O-ring stuff that's going to have really tubular sculpting on the body? And according to the Reluctant Adult podcast, they said that people were going on about the comments saying that the sculpt of the bodies of those O-ring GI Joes from Super 7 are worse than the vintage ones.
I have zero interest in that O-ring Super 7. I to be very honest,
about it here.
I don't even know why. I don't even know why Super 7 is doing GI Joe. Like why do they have this line? Because like at first I thought, okay, well they can cover like the Sunbow era and this and that. They made those figures, they suck for the most part. The Cobra Commander and the Duke were good, and so was the Bat. The second wave sucked dick. It sucked so bad that they had to fucking cancel the Wave of Women. I don't know if you remember that. Like Lady Jane and Baroness.
Was it a 3-pack or just a?
It was well, not a 3-pack, but it was a wave of 3 figures. They had so little interest, they just canceled it, and now they're doing I don't know, Super 7. Like I'm just like, just give it up with GI Joe. Like GI Joe, Hasbro has GI Joe covered. I think they have it covered well. Just fucking focus on other shit. Like I don't know anybody that gets that juiced about their GI Joe stuff, and they shit the bed with their Ultimates, just like they shit the bed with the last Simpsons line. So you know, I don't know. I have zero interest in any of this.
What I do like the most is the logo for Reaction Plus is really just the screws as a plus sign.
I mean, sure.
don't shore me.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. I don't know. I how much do you think these guys are going to be? Knowing that their reaction series is $20.
If they go over $20, they have a fucking problem. These should not be more than $20.
But they're going to be, because they're new sculpts with metal pins and I guess those rubber bands on the inside.
Well, they're gonna. I think they're gonna. If that's the case, they're gonna have an issue. Because if these get close to $30,
right now you're in the ultimate, or like a normal brand's pricing. Yeah, it's God. I don't know. We'll never know. It's Super 7 is like the mysterious company where out of nowhere something great comes, and then you get the Simpsons line, and you're like, okay, 1 out of 5 waves is actually like able to stand on its own and not fall apart or whatever. Like it's anyway.
That Simpsons line is a tragedy.
Yeah.
Because that Simpsons line could have been so fucking good. It was gearing up to be good. I'm still annoyed by it. The boneheaded decision to not include at least one family member. I'm talking a traditional family member. Like I'm talking about like not Homer in a spacesuit or any of that shit. Like Homer, regular Homer should have been the thing.
Or just make Bartman part of the reason to buy Bart is that it's swappable to make the normal version.
Yeah.
Because it was just the belt and the head, and then obviously the cape, which could come on and off.
No, I'm annoyed at the Simpsons line. I'm annoyed at their Disney line, which was so sporadic and so like not put together well. Look, for what it's worth, I do know that there are changes in that company, and I think the 2003 Turtles are going to reflect those changes. So I think those are going to be real good. I'm excited about those. But so I want them to succeed. We always say that, John. Yeah. It's like we're like a broken record, but we'll see. I don't know.
And really, it's like because the team members, I don't know why I'm putting that in quotes. The team members behind Super 7, I love and support. Okay, was it Jay that just recently had Kyle, and I apologize, but the sculptor, I don't know his name because he's
Kyle new. And Brandon Gash, who is a great. Brandon is that is one of the things that I do like about spotlighting some of these guys. Sorry, not to jump on your point.
No, you helped me, so yeah.
But he's a guy. I liked him after I saw that stream, and I was like, dude, I had no idea, but you sculpted some of my favorite shit like this year. You know what I mean? And and we had a nice talk. And I do wish that like more companies would spotlight like some of the people behind stuff. Like Mondo does a good job about that. You know?
Yeah, they did.
Hasbro does not. You know what I mean? Like I don't like.
Yep, I've been upset with Hasbro's handling of that kind of stuff since I started collecting, which was 2022. But the fact that they don't even the artists that they're hiring to do the boxes, they don't even put their name on there, like a signature or anything.
No, they don't. They're too busy firing them. It's still fucked up that like Hasbro let go of like one of like the guys who started the classified line, which really it's like that line is like a bread and butter. Like the classified line is so strong that it's like any vehicle that they announce immediately makes it. Like if they go, whatever, we want to put out the Wolverine, we want to put out the whale, it's whatever it is, it's going to make it. But like, it's like they don't give a fuck about like the people that work for them. It's like it's just such a weird, like myopic, not looking to the future type of look, because this can all go away like real fast once people like just jump onto the next fucking thing. What did Lee say? I wanted to spotlight this. Yeah, they do deep cuts because they assume their line. That's the problem. Is they do these deep cuts because they assume the line is going to go for a long time. They're like, look, man, we have such confidence that like we don't even need to give you primary characters because this thing is going to go on forever. No, it won't. Like, if you don't get people on board immediately now, like,
and I think part of it is probably that they were part of the Disney line, and since they lost Disney, they lost Simpsons. Because if you're like, you can say whatever you want about the Simpsons, but they brutalized the Disney line by just being all over the place.
No, I don't disagree, but had they not made more money, don't you think they could have like turned that line or extended it? I'm sure they could have extended that license.
I think so, and I think the obviously they have multiple reasons. It could be like quality, could be timeline, could be all of these different reasons. But for Brian Flynn to go onto a podcast and say that you talk for like 10 minutes straight about how you have to release the main characters for lines in wave 1, wave 2, maybe wave 3. You're pushing it for wave 4, wave 5 if you're really lucky when you start getting into unique characters, like kind of Thundercats realm, I guess. But the Simpsons, they never did that. And then in that same podcast, he says, and we lost the Disney license, Simpsons is over. You're not going to get the main family members and what's his face? Shit. What's his face? From the school, the rake.
Oh, Willie.
Yes, groundskeeper Willie. So you're not going to get any of them because we lost the line. I think the turning point too is that the 2003 Turtles. They're like, okay, well, we have to do all 4 Turtles. We can't split them up across multiple waves.
Yeah, but you know what? That might work out for them. Okay, because let's look back.
That's what I mean. Like, they're finally they're finally doing what he said you have to do.
Yeah. Dude, let's look back at how the NECA TMNT line started. It was an 8-pack of 4 turtles, Shredder, Krang, and 2 foot soldiers. They gave you everybody. They gave you everyone. It's same thing with the Mirage Turtles, the NECA Mirage Turtles. They gave you all 4 turtles, okay? Then there was crazy interest, and now they have an empire of turtles, okay? I don't know who got in his head that he's got to like, he's got to like eke these things out of this and that, like that.
Yeah, well, he said in that thing that like people from other companies are telling him this all the time. Like that's all they talk about is you have to do your main characters in your first few waves. And I think that was them saying, hey, you can't do what you're doing. It's not going to work. But he was saying it as if, as we talk about it all the time. You know?
Yeah, but hey, shithead, how about you are the lead of the company and you use your gut and you use your brain to go, what do I want? That's the problem. That's John, let me just get on this little tear.
Hold on. Pin your tear. I got to think Dutch has a plan because he's going to get lost in the chat here. Simpsons had wave 4. They had QC issues everywhere. We'll come back to that. Thank you so much for the $2. Matt Hatter, go.
I will be dead before. I'll just take like Flipboard as an example. Before I let people tell me, oh, here's how you should do stuff. Here's how. If you know toys and you know the industry, you use your fucking guts and your brain and you put it on the line, okay? And that's what it's about. I just don't think that guy puts it on the line. You know what I mean? I think he goes to boardrooms and he's like, what do people think and this and that? What is your brain telling you? What are your guts as a collector and as a fan telling you? And if they're not telling you the right thing, then maybe you shouldn't be doing this. Maybe you shouldn't be leading this up. Maybe give it to somebody who does take big swings and who does go with their guts and who does go, okay, I think I know what and you can still fail, but you have to like have like the idea to like to know, to be tapped in to what people want. It's the same thing with like films, okay? Like people coming out with like these disconnected films that just disconnect the whole audience, okay? It's like you can't like go by committee. I think, yeah, you listen to people, you take their advice, but at the end of the day, you have to like make the right choices and be like, what do
that's
people
tough because
want?
Brian constantly doesn't listen to his team is kind of the word on the street, is that people, sculptors, all these people are constantly saying, no, double jointed, we got to do all this, we have to change all these things, and he was just doubling down and being like, no. And that's how we got where we are. Like, he's not listening to his team, and we're saying he should listen to his team. But if you're talking about you can listen to a committee versus, so is a committee more, you're meaning like the studio saying that this is how it has to be versus the people in your room, the writers? And
I think what I'm saying is that I believe that he, again, like if you were a collector, like the way and maybe I'm not expressing it correctly, but the way I'm thinking is that if you are a true collector, then you have to know what collectors want. You have to know that if you come on, man, if you release the Simpsons line and you don't do any primary characters and you save them all, I feel like any collector will know that that's a stupid fucking idea. Yeah. Like no, like why would you do that? So to me, that feels like two things are happening. Either one or the other. Either that was his idea, which if that's the case, get the fuck out, because that's a stupid, that's a dumb way to run things. Or the second version is maybe he's listening to people that are in his ear that are telling him to do that, and that's why he does it. I don't know, but like if as somebody who runs a company, you have to be tapped in to the collector.
So my question here, what do you think was happening on the Disney side of things, since they always have to get like final approval and say like, well, no whiskey, no cigar for Krusty. We sign off and give approval on things. Do you think that there was any direction from Disney saying this is the direction we want to go, create all of these?
I don't think they gave a fuck. Dude, these studios don't give a shit about how you run the line. They just want they just want their money, and then they want to keep the logistics of they want to censor the things that need to be censored. So they care about, okay, do you have the upfront 100K to give us for the license? Great. Okay, that's now aside. Then the second thing is censoring. Happens with all of these things. And there's a line on how on companies and how much they censor and how much they don't. Disney is on the red line of censoring. Okay, so it's not a surprise. Nuke the Krusty, nuke this, nuke that, and the other. That's not a surprise. As opposed to, let's say, I think Capcom is real liberal with like what they let people do with their license. I think so. Okay, but like I don't think Disney had anything other than give us the money and and show us what the things that we have to censor because you drew out of the lines.
Yeah. So Brick is here. Hello, Brick. Thank you for being here. Share the news about Mamba. Your YouTube channel is no reason why I knew Mamba was available to purchase. Yeah, is he misunderstanding, or if I'm misunderstanding you right, we might be saying the same thing. I think Mad Hatter is he gave a thumbs up. He gave approval.
I'm saying that they don't give a fuck about. I don't think that Disney cares about. Are you going to release the first? Disney's not sitting there going, "What is your waves going to look like?" Release the Space Homer.
Give us a plan. Like type up an outline, a plan. How do you intend to handle this line and make us the most money? Okay, we think. And here's our reasoning. We think that we need to start with unique characters to get people to buy The Simpsons, and later on we'll give them the full family. We'll get people to buy into the line now with characters they don't care about. We'll sell less of them than if we started with the family. What do you think, Disney? Yeah. I think that's the only, that's the only thing I would think Disney is saying. All right, draw up a plan. What are you going to do? All right, this is it. Wave 1 through 7. This is our plan. But I don't know why Disney wasn't thinking, they just weren't involved enough in that part of it.
Disney doesn't give a shit
because they would want to ensure, if they're going to make money, not just off the license, but off of the products being sold, wouldn't they want to ensure that there's success?
But
sounds like they didn't.
But they don't care. As somebody who, again, but this is not like a trust me, bro. Everybody can do their own research. But like, for the most part, as somebody who like, because I have to live around like all this studio shit and this and that, they want their upfront money, and then they want to take a look at what you're doing as an interpreter of their license. And then, lawyers can tell you, don't put this in, don't put that in, that represents the wrong thing, but in terms of like the longevity of your line, they don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck which ones you put in which wave. They don't care about it. They just want to make sure you are representing us. We're giving you the Disney name. You're gonna put that big fucking D on your product. We want to make sure that you don't have like, a girl with her tits out, or like something stupid like that. We want to make sure that you are following the and all of this is just, you are representing us. But they don't give a fuck if you fall after wave 1, because like, it's not enough money for them to care. That's why they all ask for upfront money. All of these guys ask for, if they really did care, they maybe talk about some profit sharing. Instead of like just the upfront, they'd be like, look, we're not going to rape you up front. We'll make a deal with you. Like, we'll give you the license for this much money, and then per whatever, that's how you succeed. But they don't care. They want you. That's why Super 7 probably could get the Disney license, because they probably have, I think that guy made a deal for some investment money. They have enough money to afford that. So you can now talk to them.
Yeah. Damn it. So, is all of that to say that Hatter Toys is going to get a license with Disney?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, exactly. Sure.
Because I do want that.
It's like, I don't want to blow up, I'm not going to blow up his spot, because I know of a license fee. I have a certain person that I know that tried to get a license fee for a popular 80s show.
Yeah.
Okay, let's just say that. Now we're talking about, John, we're talking about a show, maybe actually a 70s/80s show. We're talking about a show from the 70s and 80s. How much, not the biggest show, also not a small show, okay? But Warner Brothers wanted $200,000 up front for the license to be able to make these things, okay? $200,000. So you're basically just getting, and that doesn't mean that they don't get any residual money.
Right.
They're going to get their residual money. So you needed, in this case, he needed $200,000 just to get to the table to play poker.
Right.
So I can't imagine what Disney wants to just start playing poker. And that's what sucks, is because at that point you're already behind, and instead of them saying, okay, and the thing that pisses me off, they do that with licenses that sometimes they don't give a fuck about. Like Warner Brothers, does Warner Brothers really care about Silverhawks? No, but I guarantee you the fee to fucking get their Silverhawks, they're like, well, we don't care, but if you want this, you're gonna give us $100,000 to start. Like, and that's why people don't make a lot of Silverhawks figures, and that's why there's probably people that are not making Thundercats, because the price to play is not worth the cost of the property.
Right. Yeah, and for smaller companies to try to get into that space, it's just like, oh, it's never going to happen. This only is going to happen for big companies like Hasbro or Mattel or something. Well, I can't say only, but it's more likely to happen with companies like that versus somebody that's smaller that wants to do licensed things. We'll say like Ramen Toy, they just can't play in that space. And then you have the random stuff. Like I maybe it's just different when it's overseas or something because there's that. I reviewed that Iron Man figure last year. I'm trying to think of what the brand was for that, but it's a Chinese company. Everything about it, you're thinking, well, this can't be licensed, but it was official. It was licensed with Marvel and Disney to make an Iron Man movie figure, and it was 1,000 times better than anything Hasbro's putting out, and it's like 30 some dollars to order.
Yeah.
It came with tons of accessories.
Yeah.
Stunning. And then they make a light up arc reactor version. So it just doesn't make sense to me sometimes, like how these things when people talk and complain about or fight for the side of Hasbro, like, well, you got to consider the licensing for Marvel products. That's why there aren't any accessories in the box or whatever. And it's like, well, what about all these other companies that are licensed and are doing it?
Yeah. Yeah.
And then if you look at Mezco or Mayfex, when they are doing that stuff and you're buying from Japanese websites, those things are like $50 and you get loaded down with stuff and detail and paint and accessories. And it's like, well, just anyway, this turned into a complaint about Hasbro.
No, but this is it. This is a good comment. But John, you also got to figure out that sometimes some of these places might be losing money to get in the game. Like that's what people are saying about Jada, by the way. People are saying that Jada Toys has the capital, but that they are losing money because they wanted to get into the Capcom game, and they're only charging $25 for what's probably a very expensive license. So that can happen too, as people are like, look, we'll take it on the chin because we want to get into this game.
Yeah. I mean, it's certainly possible if you have the space to play, then you can do that. But this is a long game for them to do Street Fighter stuff. So I don't know that I agree with that, especially when we talk about these other companies and what they're able to do. And as Jada Toys is not a US company, right?
I mean, they have an office here in LA. But I don't know.
But we talk about these other companies that, like I was just mentioning, they're playing in those licenses, the more expensive licenses, and doing just fine.
Like who?
Oh, whatever that company was, I forgot, that makes the Iron Man and all of those similar types of characters that are substantially better.
I don't know.
Mayfex, Mezco. I mean, Mezco does run pretty expensive, so we'll say Mayfex because they are generally a $55 figure Japanese pricing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
wait, what are we trying to say here? With I'm not understanding.
License. I don't know. We just kind of got all over the place. We're talking about licensing fees.
I guess I'm not understanding the conversation between the Thundercats and the Simpsons thing that's happening in the chat. Like, what are we trying? Like, I'm just catching the tail end of it. Like, what are we? Are those licenses different? Of course they are. Like
it is DD Toys, by the way, all about the villains. Thank you. Yeah, this is a good question. I know there's a side question going on completely. So can somebody give us a real quick rundown of what the heck you guys are saying?
I don't think I'm understanding. But it's okay.
Super Mario says there are people who have never heard of Thundercats but know who the Simpsons are. Thundercats hasn't been on TV since 1989.
Yeah, of course. Like I don't think anybody's
so what is the argument? Are people saying why is one able to be more successful than the others? I don't know. I mean, just thoughts on Super 7 having Thundercats is that Mattel had it first, released a bunch of stuff, right? And then handed it over to, and the Four Horsemen did the sculpts for it, and then handed it off to Super 7, essentially. And Super 7 continued the line and re-released some of the figures that we already saw, just in the new packaging, added some alternate heads or accessories and things. So I think they are like people were already into Thundercats and getting some stuff. So it was like an easy pass off for Super 7 to re-release and then continue the line. Probably didn't have to pay for the original sculpts and molds and all that stuff since it was already done. They just probably paid a fee to get to collect those.
Right. Right.
All right.
Yes,
So
yes,
Brick's saying we're talking about wave assortments. I propose that Super 7's choices on Simpsons have less to do with Disney and more to do with Super 7 has done things traditionally. And I do think this. I was just trying to open the conversation. Like, what do we think?
No,
and I don't think that's the argument or whatever. But
I think we all agree with that. I don't think Disney. I would be surprised if Disney even had a conversation about wave assortments. I would be shocked if Disney was like, here's how the wave assortments should be. I don't think they care. I think that's all Super 7. So
yeah, we've seen it time and time again from them releasing super weird waves versus doing something like the brand new turtle line going, you know what, all 4 turtles at once. We got to get people in. I think part of that too is that it's hitting it. They're aware that it's going to hit a different group. Not everybody that was into the 87 or Playmate stuff is into 2003. So this line might not have as much weight. So let's get the 4 turtles out, because if we can't do anything else, at least we did the 4 turtles.
I think, yes. I personally think it's going to be a massive success for them if they do come out well and they come out like the renders. That's where I'm thinking, but hell knows. Who knows, Jonathan?
We're all just stupid.
Wait, what?
I mean, the 2 of us, not an audience. And so their questionable choices to slow burn the core family across waves is just how they've handled Thundercats, Silverhawks, etc. Okay.
The slow burn.
But I was also saying that things were thrown off in the case of The Simpsons because 1, overestimation of demand due to lockdown sales, and 2, Simpsons collectors are very different from Thundercat collectors, which I completely agree with. Plus, I think adding on to my point that there was already a base of Thundercats figures available from Mattel that allowed people to continue the line, which opened the door for Super 7. The Simpsons line is a mess, and I forgot about the lockdown. There was definitely early everybody buying everything. So many people started collecting during 2020.
Yeah, but I guess I don't even mind a little bit of a slow burn. But the Simpsons didn't even have one core character in the Wave 1.
Right, not a family member. I mean, they had.
I'm talking about a family member.
Yes,
I'm talking about when people think of the Simpsons, they think. So I don't mind like a little bit of a slow burn. Although I do like that they're coming out with 4 turtles, because that's been a proven. Neca has proven that model 3 times. Where Mirage turtles, that's the first thing they started with. Then the cartoon turtles, boom. So I think it's 3 times, maybe twice. But
plus, that allows them to, like, whatever the quality control scenario is for the turtles, they're all 4 going to be the same. Where with the Playmates copies, I think the later figures, Raphael or Michelangelo or something, like the quality was not as good. They didn't have the matte finish, the loose joints and all that stuff. You started to have this like going downhill in quality.
Yeah, exactly. Again, I don't think a slow burn is such a bad idea. I just think that not having a family member or 2 family members. I would have put 2 family members in Wave 1. Okay, like what you said, Homer and maybe Bart / Bartman, whatever. And then great. Okay, I got 2 family members, and then I don't think have they released 1 family member in that whole before they died, which now they're dead. Like in the Super 7 waves, has there even been 1 core family member, not like Space Homer or any shit like that? Like,
no, the only way that was going to happen was the Toy Collector magazine showed off the main family minus Homer, plus Groundskeeper Willie, and then I guess it wasn't even Bart, so it was just Lisa, Maggie, Marge, rest in peace, voice actress, and then Groundskeeper Willie. So that was going to be your wave to get the family members, but then it was killed off and you can't get them.
What a bummer, dude. What a bummer. They are nice figures. Although the last wave I know has been riddled with QC issues.
Yeah, literally falling apart, breaking.
Yeah, it's falling apart.
Dude, it's so bad. The Tate, when you lift his shoulders, the plastic from the shoulder just scuffs the shit out of it.
I saw that. Yeah, it was dude, that is, imagine paying $55 for that shit, man. Holy shit. Yeah, that's
or more, because some of them, like I don't know how good the aliens are, but those are 75 each.
yeah.
The oversized King Homer or whatever was 65. Which is great.
Yeah, that's right. Dude, I have those aliens. They're beautiful.
Oh,
the Kang and Kodos.
Yeah,
they're beautiful. This line could have. It's what was saying. What Dan was saying. This line is great. It was a great line. I just think they made some poor choices in the roster, and I think the poor choice in the roster, too expensive, and I don't know. That's probably those are probably the two things that like probably fucking did them in, man.
Yep. Yeah, the people that handled it best was definitely that. I guess it was Playmates, huh? Was it Playmates? Or that other brand?
Yeah, Playmates. That was a classic line. That was
they made everything and everybody. They had play sets with sound. Dude,
they scaled really well. For the most part, some scaling was off, but they scaled really well. They were simple enough. That's still gonna be one, like probably the best. That'll probably be the best, most classic like Simpsons line to have come out. Kang Coles will be very, very sought after in the aftermarket. Dan's already thinking of flipping. That's how he makes all his fucking money. That's how he lives in expensive London, because he flips figures. Okay.
So I do want to acknowledge and recognize that you have nice walls compared to the apartment you were in. I know it wasn't like your choice or whatever, but there's definitely an upgrade, right? So is this new house? This is a house you live in? Is like, what year was this house built in?
Are you trying to look up my Redfin list? It's 90s. I think the 90s.
Okay, nice. Does it feel 90s, or has it been updated, or can you tell us a little bit about it? Are we ever going to see some details?
Yeah, I'm gonna. Right now, there's nothing really set up.
I assumed, yeah. I don't expect to walk through right now. Looks like you're sitting on the floor.
Yeah, I'm pretty much sitting on the floor. I will be stealing a vent, so we'll have a vent. And it felt super 90s. When I came in, there was a Mountain Dew, and I drank it like 90s style Mountain Dew. And there's a skateboarder. No, I don't know where I'm going with that. No, it's a nice little. It's in an area, just so everybody knows. Don't panic. I'm still in California. Don't panic. All right.
I know. I wish you moved out here.
I know, but that's a far move, dude.
It's also equally unaffordable.
Everywhere is unaffordable.
Yeah.
Like everywhere is just like not everywhere, but like every place. Dude, I don't know what the fuck is happening, but yeah, I'll do a tour. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set up this like little room area, and that's where I'm gonna do my streams with you, Johnny. We're gonna this is gonna be my little space right here.
You're gonna have a dedicated room?
I mean, somewhat dedicated. It's also gonna be where I work, because I kind of like writing.
That would make sense.
But what I'm saying is somewhat dedicated. You know what I mean?
That's nice.
But I'm gonna try not to have too much shit spill into like the living room and stuff like that. Like I don't want to like inundate my wife with like gross turtles and stuff like that.
Right, she's got horror figures to put up, and you're taking all the space.
Well, in the bedroom, she'll probably have she already kind of put like, I think she put an American Werewolf in London on the little table there, because she loves that movie and it scares the shit out of me. So every time I wake up, I have to look at that fucking werewolf. But yeah, she'll probably put some of her horror stuff right there.
Well, That's great, and she deserves her own space. Just remember that.
No, it's all
when you realize, when you start unpacking all your toys and you're like, Jesus, they don't even fit in here.
Yeah. Well, John, can I show you? Can I just show you just
whatever you want, buddy?
That are close to me. What happened?
Whatever you want. You show me whatever you want.
I showed you Unicron head. Now here's what else I want to show you. This is pretty fucking dusty, okay? But I'm gonna show it to you because I think you're gonna like it. Hold on a second.
Yep.
This is from Palisades Toys.
Yes. That's the brand I was thinking of. Palisades. Yeah, they've done some amazing.
Electric Mayhem Muppets setup for Animal with the drum kit. I have all the lights. I still have everything. It's a little dusty. I got to get some of the dust off.
No, that's not unlike you.
But dude, I have re-fallen in love with the Palisades Muppets. Like that company, this company going under is one of the biggest tragedies that some people might not know about in the toy game.
I would agree. They had some incredible stuff. Like the more you start finding out about them, the more you're like, oh my God, I wish they were still around because they were doing it.
Dude, these guys were Neca before Neca. Like they were, because they, you know how, John, you know how like you and I always say like Neca really does like that Henson style, like creature style, like
yes.
Yeah. But these guys were doing it before, and not only that, they had like just like the realistic accessories, like the detail on the drums, these lights that went like this is like if the only company that would do something like this now is like a NECA.
Does that light up or do anything?
It doesn't. It should, right? Like it looks like it should light up.
Yeah.
If it was made now, this would probably light up. But it does not. It would be awesome. But yeah, these guys made such good shit. So I just been kind of geeking out over
their
like
stuff
old
is expensive now because you can't get them. But I remember recently seeing some of their Invader Zim figurine things, and they're super expensive now.
The Invader Zim stuff, they're really expensive as well. I think they're more expensive than the Muppets. Invader Zim has like a big fan base too.
Oh yeah, that was a big thing for Hot Topic too.
Oh yeah. I was big into that. Johann Vasquez.
Yes.
And he wrote Johnny the Homicidal Maniac.
Right.
Which was like, that book was fucking hilarious. I have that. That's my only show and tell right now. But what I'd like to do is during some of these live streams, once I unpack a little more, maybe just show some old stuff, you know?
I would like that.
Yeah, me
Make
not being
video.
One of old stuff.
Yeah,
I have this too, John. I got this right here. Mondo sent me. This is my free record thing when I bought Cyclops.
Yeah, you selected the music one.
Yeah. Should I open this now?
Do it.
Here. So okay. So the context of this. Well, John, tell them what this is, and I'll open this.
So if you spent $150 or more on Mondo's website, you can add in a free surprise loot box thing. And there were like 5 categories. You could do horror. You could do like a sci-fi thing. You could do comic or something, animated or something like that. You could do music, and then there was something else. So
yeah,
a lot of us forgot to do that, and then we would just email Mondo and say, "Oh my god, I just bought Cyclops, but I forgot to add on the free loot box thing." And yeah, mine's coming soon. I don't know when it is. I don't know which one it is. I said I'm happy with these 3 categories. You give me whichever one you feel's good.
Right.
Because it's my fault that I didn't add it, so I'm not going to be a stickler. So you selected a music one. It has arrived.
I selected Thriller.
Oh.
So, well, in the genres, they had horror and they have thrillers.
Yeah, but you just said music.
Sorry. Did I say that? No. I selected on the genres they had. I selected because they had superheroes, they had horror. I selected thriller. Sorry, I misspoke. So here are. I'm learning this as I'm saying. So this is my Mondo free shit for ordering that Cyclops. I got this LP of The People Under the Stairs. This is a classic. I don't know if you ever saw this, but
I have no idea what this is.
You never saw this movie? Yeah,
no.
People Under the Stairs. It's a great movie. It's a fucking terrifying movie. In fact, for somebody who buys a new home, this is not the movie you want to think about. So I got People Under the Stairs here.
I hope you've checked that house for hidden doorways.
I'm sure there's a guy in the attic or something. I'm sure.
Squatters.
Oh wow, this one is crazy. Hellraiser. I didn't order horror though. Hellraiser is definitely a horror movie.
That image, I guess, is from the newer movie. It's got to be.
This has to be the newer movie.
It looks like if you would take the engineers from Prometheus and made them Hellraiser.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Well, this is the female in the newest Hellraiser. They made her female.
Oh.
Although she was female in the book, apparently.
Oh.
But this is the new Hellraiser, I guess. Oh man, this one is fucking cool. This is like a double, dude. The Batman.
Whoa! So it's just like an hour and a half of Nirvana.
Yeah, that one trumpet. Like this one is, dude. This is a good one, man.
Yeah, that's a great one. Is there any quick titles that you can read off from artists?
Here's the. Well, I can only see side one. It's not artists. It's just like these are like the soundtracks.
Okay.
It's like the OST.
Gotcha.
So like Can't Fight City, Halloween, this is mood music. This is not all of this is, by the way, these are all movie soundtracks. These are not like the it's not like the songs for the movie, but this is pretty cool. Oh my God, John, the one that I'm looking at right now. Okay. The one that I'm looking at right now, I feel like they must know me.
Okay.
Like to know, I cannot believe that this is here.
It's the soundtrack to Drive.
No, it's not. But oh my God, this is in my top 10 movies growing up. Okay. I don't know if anybody can guess it, but it's a Steven Spielberg movie. All right. Top 10 Steven Spielberg movie that somebody already guessed it. So here we go. Check this out. Hook.
I knew it. I was just about to go. Dun, 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 dun.
Dude, I'm not even an LP guy. I'm gonna play this all fucking day.
Oh
man.
My God, dude.
Look at the back with the hook with the little. And yeah, exactly. Hook is a thriller. How is this a thriller?
Jack, run home, Jack.
Run home, Jack.
What about
you? Know what? I'm not going to complain.
Dude.
I'm not going to complain. This is technically not a thriller.
It's the John Williams masterpiece.
Holy shit. Dude, I'm very excited about this. And then I think I have one more. Yeah, there's one more here. Let's see. The fuck is this? Okay. Twin Peaks. I liked it fine when I was a kid, but not the most climactic thing, but it is technically a thriller. Okay. And I don't know, I think this is the remake of Twin Peaks though.
Dude. What a all over the place.
It really is. This is totally all over the place.
So random, but I'm satisfied with with at least one.
Dude, Hook.
That is crazy.
And I have a record player too. I'm going to be playing the shit out of this.
Yeah, and this is all illustrated artwork on the front and back.
Yes, look at it. Look at this awesome shot of Rufio with the fucking hook. Like, I've never seen this shot before. I've never seen this before with the kid dressed up in. This is wild, man. Wow. But yeah, it doesn't belong in the thriller category. I think the categories had spillover, by the way. It was like thriller, backslash. So whatever the backslash was, maybe that's what the thing is. But
like sci-fi or something, I thought.
I
was like, I don't want to be in the horror one, but then this one's marked thriller, and it worries me because I don't want to have scary movie stuff because I don't care about it.
Right. Dude, I'm fucking excited, man. I'm not gonna lie. I'm excited about that.
I want to thank Danny Sanchez for purchasing some Sewer Lair covers. Thank you for that. He purchased the uncut versions.
Woohoo! Uncut. Ooh, no bris.
No. Yeah, so that thank you. I don't know if you're here in the live stream, but thank you, Danny Sanchez. Appreciate that. Man,
John, can I
acknowledge it?
That just looking at all this is a great free gift. Like, I thought this mystery box was going to be some, like, I don't know, like...
I didn't know it was only music, though.
Oh, you thought it was, like, figures?
Just random ass... Yeah, blind box stuff. I didn't know. I doubted... I didn't think there'd be figures. I thought it'd be, like, you know, like, little mini posters or, like, just, you know, swag bullshit. But the fact that they're records, that's incredible. Because that's probably all stuff that just didn't sell that well for them, to be honest. But they put so much love and care into their album covers and stuff. Dude, did you watch the stream that they had the other night? And you saw the what is that animation that it was on HBO? It's on Netflix right now. It's space based. They're what the hell's the name of that show?
An animated show that's on Netflix?
Animated show. It was HBO. They recently put it on Netflix. They crash land on this planet, and the planet is like fully alive, and it's like they're trying to get to this other destination to get off. Scavenger's Reign. Thank you, Chris. Yeah,
I never heard of it.
That show is a masterpiece, and I think everybody is required to watch it. It's so good, and now you can binge watch it instead of weekly releases like HBO. But they released a soundtrack for that, and they made an album cover, and it's stunning. The artwork is from the creator, so it comes from whatever. So they didn't make new artwork like they usually do, because the show is already beautiful. But the front cover has die cut stuff, so you can change the sleeve on the inside, and it changes what's going on.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's stunning.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah, they really know what's up.
That's real cool. John, I did find something else too.
Okay.
Wait, what happened?
Yeah, it's real cool.
No, I'm co-signing. Sorry, I'm just going through all my stuff as I'm listening.
And I want to talk about Brick being in Japan right now, and I'm jealous. I lived in Japan for a year during college.
That's right, you did.
2005 to 2006. I was between Osaka and Kyoto. So Brick, based on where you're at right now, I was in Hidakata. So you can go take a look. Go check out Kansai Gaidai, which is the international university.
Wait, so John, are you fluent? Like, you're fluent in Japan?
No,
like
I was conversational when I was in Japan and a little bit after Japan, because I was still doing a couple classes so I could major in it. But this 2007 since the last time I really used it, so it's all just kind of.
What did you go to Japan for?
It was a study abroad opportunity through my college, so I was like, yeah, why wouldn't I? Was already taking Japanese as a language, so it'd be crazy not to take advantage of this like very affordable way to live in Japan for a year. Best experience, best thing of my life.
Really?
Brick, I'm going to tell you right now. Go to 7-Eleven or a KFC and get some Fanta melon soda. That is the purest. If you get it out of a fountain from KFC, that's the purest way to drink it. Don't buy any.
Wait, that's a fountain drink there?
Yes, in the KFC. And then if you go to 7-Eleven, at least back then they would do the metal cans. So you could, if you buy it in a metal can. Do not buy. Yes, a convenience store. Do not buy it in a plastic bottle. Buy it in a metal. Yes, had the fancy melon soda. Yeah, convenience stores, which are like 7-Eleven, Family Mart, Lawson. That's the way to live, man. They don't have gas stations attached to them. So it's like what you imagine here. You go into a 7-Eleven, there's like random ass shitty foods or whatever. This is like, it's just little mini convenience stores, and they're so great. Yes,
dude. You know what?
McDonald's.
It's so funny you mentioned that, because there's there's probably a few YouTubers that do this, but like there was one guy that I saw go into a convenience store, a 7-Eleven in Japan. Dude, he was having like meals. He was having like it was like he had like, it looked like, I don't know if it's ramen, okay? So forgive me if I'm getting like terminology wrong, but like he just like was picking all of this stuff, and there was tables, and he was eating like the food at like 7-Eleven. I was like, this is wild.
Yeah.
This is crazy how 7-Eleven works in Japan.
Yeah, the 99-cent stores are also awesome. The QQ, the 99-cent store. Shop QQ, QQ, QQQ.
That's the song for it?
Yeah, whenever you go in, that's what you hear. There's music that plays at all the traffic signals to like walk across for pedestrians.
Yeah.
So that people that are blind or whatever, like you have an audible thing. Oh God, so much stuff just comes flooding. Like just imagine being a collector and going through Japan. I wouldn't have classified myself as a collector back then, but the gacha machines, so like the coin machines, I would buy stuff all the time from there. Big into Dragon Ball stuff. I'd go to Osaka, and there'd be these shops that would resell those gacha machine stuff. And I just buy all these little Dragon Ball figures and keychains and stuff. Oh God, I loved it.
Dude, you remind me. I have like 2 friends
you have more than 2 friends.
Well, no. I mean, I have you, and then like, is my wife my friend? Can I consider?
No.
Oh no. Okay. So I have 1 friend. I have you, but I have a buddy named Ben he did the same thing. He went for 2 years. He did like study abroad, and then he was teaching for 1 year. I don't know if like did they give you the option to stay there, or was it like always just going to be like a 1 year? Like, could you have continued your learning over there?
I think I would have. I don't know if there were options to be like, while you're still here, figure out to set up for next year through your university, but I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, a lot of people did teaching even while they were students, or they would do like extended, like once school is done, they would have gotten a job to teach English to like elementary school kids or something, and just keep going.
Well, I said that to say that like every buddy I have that's like into anime and into video games has like this like, I want to go to Japan dream. Like they're all like
oh yeah, I know. Yeah, people. Whenever I told people I went to Japan, when I told people, oh yeah, I went to study in Japan, they were like, oh, you must love anime, and I was like, at the time, I was like, no, I actually really like the old traditional stuff. So
yeah, no, but they are like, we used to call them like otaku guys, like
right,
you know, but that's what it's like, obsessive with anime. They're always going to Little Tokyo, by the way. Like in LA, when you come to LA, I got to take you to Little Tokyo. I know it's not going to be you've experienced the real thing, but that's like a scene. That's like people just walk around Little Tokyo in anime getups. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah. Oh, there's Tokyo that I forget the name of the street. It's in there. It's in there. The street in Japan. But it's like very famous for girls walking around. Well, anybody dressing up, but very famous for girls to be dressed up in those kind of like overly anime stylized get-ups, like gown kind of things.
Sure.
Acknowledge this joke from this stand-up comedian. I'm going to go to the PP room. Okay, so I'm going to make you the main thing. You can show off whatever you want. And I'm going to remove myself.
Okay, remove yourself. Get that guy the fuck out of here. Man, we are talking for a long time. Is anybody still here? I think, let me see, how many people do we have in the chat? Oh my God, there's still 340 people. What else can I show you guys? All right, are these white walls? They look more like cream. Okay, I don't know if I love this. Like, what is this called? Like, it's not stucco, but like whatever that pattern is. I might have to change that. Okay. Let me see if I have anything else that I can show to you lovely people. Because I'm unwrapping all my shit. So it's like show and tell. What the fuck is this? Okay, nobody wants to see that. All right, here we go. All right, guys. So, you know what? This is a good one to show right here. Because when people ask me, when people say, where's your move to? No, I moved to Temecula. If anybody knows where Temecula is, it's like between LA and San Diego. Okay. But when people ask me like, hey man, are you a Neca fan? How long have you been with Neca? This is one of my answers right here. Because Neca used to make these things called stactions, okay? Which, they're not action figures. They're more like statues, but they call them they call them staction figures. Neca used to do this. Okay, Neca, yes, the Neca that's like, hey, you just make turtles. No, they used to do this because what these were meant to do is they were meant to complement the like 2000X Motu line, and they were really nicely sculpted. They don't move at all. They're just statues, but I have pretty much all of these right here, these action figures. This one was always like my favorite. Yes, Four Horsemen did these, and they don't move, but they're made to look like they just fit with your action figures. So you got this guy, Mantena. Look at his crazy cracked out eyes. I got that guy. I got a bunch of random shit here that I got Super Mario Wonder. I got to go through this. Okay, I still haven't finished this right here. I just played like the first few levels, so I got to beat that. I have this Casey Jones mask. I don't know what this is from. I haven't figured it out yet. Like, yeah, I think it's from a statue, but I have a few Ninja Turtle things. So like, does anybody know what this fucking thing is from? It's Casey Jones statue mask thing? I don't know. I have no fucking clue. I've been trying to figure it out.
It's also a very specific layout for the wraps, for the straps. Like it lays flat.
It's a because it's a statue.
Yeah, but
it's
strap
from
on the
some
top.
I don't know what this is from.
So it has to be laying down flat.
It's made to lay down. It's not made to go on a person.
Right.
But I have no clue. I'm trying to figure it out.
Yeah, that's interesting.
And then I think that's everything in my. I broke my fucking Mantena in the move, tragedy of the move. You know, this fucking thing. I got to glue it on. But
yeah, this was my thought because was it something to do with Last Ronin? Do you have any Last Ronin statues?
No, this is older than that. This has to be older than that. Okay. This looks like it's the Last Ronin.
Right.
But it's not. Sideshow Raphael exclusive. Yes. That is what this is from. Okay, I don't even think I have this statue anymore.
So got an incomplete set?
Yeah, I think well, if I did, it's my buddy's because my buddy bought it, so I'll just give this to him. But I think this came with it. It's pretty fucking cool.
Speaking of exclusives and like expensive things, because Sideshow's super expensive, I'm gonna pull up and find this Michelangelo statue that gets advertised to me from Big Bad Toy Store. I gotta find it, so you can keep showing off your bits and pieces.
Let me see if I have any more bits to show off. I have this. This belongs to a Warcraft statue that I bought, and it's a. Does anybody know what these guys are called? These little dragonling things. It's a part of a statue, but look how adorable this little guy is. Look at, he's all cute. Kind of reminds me of Jonathan. He's got these little teeth there.
Put some glasses on.
John, I did want to do a little show and tell of this because I think you might find this interesting as a fellow artist.
Keep it PG.
Huh? What did you say?
I said keep it PG.
So this right here, Strip Search. This is published by Dark Horse Comics.
Oh, nice.
And I got this is my first job I got when I was a teenager. These guys collect different strips, 5-page strips from different artists. Okay, and as you can see, there's different art.
Yeah.
Okay, and they published one of my strips called Insomnia, and I'll show you the art because my art. I think I was going through a phase in school, but maybe it was like a Tim Burton phase. I don't know, but like I had this little. There's no dialogue, but this is my art.
Whoa.
From it. It's very. Can you see that? Like.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me make you a big time boy. So
this is I did this. I was like a teenager when I did this, pretty much. But it's like very like Edward Gorey, Tim Burton, and it's a 5-page strip. It's got like no dialogue, but this was a big deal to me because this was like my first thing that I ever got published. I got published. I don't think they even paid me to do this, but it's this guy and he's just like walking in the street, and then he sees this dog. Like the dog. I think I was trying to go for like a Ren and Stimpy like type of
dog thing. Yeah, I see
dog
that.
Thing. It kind of looks like Beavis here a little bit. That guy. And then like he's got like these like I don't know, some creepy dude that's in the back, and I think then it goes to the next artist. But this is I found this moving, and
that's so awesome. What a moment, especially at that age, to have something like that done.
Yeah, this was like I would draw all the time, and I would submit my stuff all the time to like companies, and
dude, it's so crazy how underrated that part of you is, or just not talked about enough. I know you've talked about like having a nerve issue or whatever, but like forget reviewing toys.
Well, it's not okay. Here's so look at my hand. Like I can't keep my hand. Like I got into like an accident, and here's the thing: I can still draw. Because obviously, like I did that flipboard, art or whatever. It just takes very long. So because I can't draw, I can't sit down for more than if I draw for more than like an hour, and I draw real slow. So like I can't do it for more than an hour. Like my hand just starts hurting, or whatever. So
have you tried different braces or things?
I have, but the problem is I hold my pencil like this. So let's pretend this is a pencil.
Oh my God.
I hold it like this.
No wonder.
I draw like this.
Yeah.
Like with like a fist.
You're a caveman.
I draw like a caveman. I seriously draw like this.
Jesus.
I can only draw for a certain so I would love to draw professionally, but I can't. If somebody says, "Hey, we need a whole comic book in a month,"
it would take.
I don't think I can keep up.
Yeah,
So it's like, it's difficult. So I would love to keep on going, but I would just have to go at my own pace.
Well, that's fine too. I mean, that's fine too. Like people love the artwork you did for Flipboard, and it doesn't matter. Take 3 months to draw another character. Like we don't care.
Well,
spend an hour a day.
I will draw. Well, I am going to draw the other. So that Flipboard art available on the pre-order store, by the way, in limited quantities. I will do another for the next round, but it's not going to be the same thing. I'll do something, probably another character.
Yeah.
But yeah, I will keep on drawing. Somebody said you should see how Eric Larson draws. It's like how Eric Larson draws. It literally is like, I don't know if you've ever seen it. Eric Larson draws a Savage Dragon, one of the founders of Image. He draws like, you think I draw like a caveman, but it's kind of like that. I also want to acknowledge my buddy Ryan. Ryan is in the chat. He sells a paper copy of that strip around here. So yeah, it was crazy. It was but I drew it as a kid, and then they published it I don't know, a few years after that, and that was my first. And then I got some other work. I got sporadic work, but I couldn't make a living as a comic artist. I don't think I was good enough. I couldn't turn that into a living. So respect for anybody that can do that. I just, I couldn't do it. But yeah, I just have a few of these little things that I've been finding.
Dude, I love it. People are loving it. We want to see more of it. Take it at your own pace. Learn to go left-handed. Doesn't matter. Figure it out. But I did find that statue. Look at that. It's $500, but I love this. Speaking of Japanese things.
That's crazy.
Yeah. It's like, how has nobody seen this thing yet? This is way nicer than that manhole cover that was, I don't even remember how much. I love it because there are two Japanese gods that I absolutely love, and the styling of their characters, but it's Raijin and Fujin. And this kind of has that. And when you go to a lot of temples and things in Japan, there are these wooden statues. You probably have this in Little Tokyo, but there's these statues carved out of wood that are massive as you enter. And it reminds me of those characters, where Raijin and Fujin are the thunder and wind gods. And they're just so cool. But this
this is totally in that, you could put this on a scroll in an ancient Japanese temple or something, and be that was a god that existed.
The god of pizza.
The god of pizza. How much is this?
What was it? It's $500.
$500.
This is
is it what? Oh, dude, it's huge.
Yeah,
that's at least a 1/4 scale. Yeah, that's. Did they make any others in this line, or is it just a Michelangelo one-off thing?
Well, this is all labeled as Big Boys Toys, which doesn't make sense to me.
Big Boys Toys.
That's saying that Krang is in there.
No, that's not right.
Different studios.
No. Wait, go back. Don't click on the. Go back to the listing. Don't click on Big Boys Toys. Click on the. What does the brand say?
Well, that's what I'm saying. There's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles or Nickelodeon. Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
Or maybe Big Boys Toys has a statue wing. I don't know.
Yeah, it's stunning though. There's only 2 pages on here. Yeah, it's so nice, but it's also $500. It looks like it's wood. I'd be fine if it was all brown and they didn't have any green or orange in there, but I understand why they did that.
I actually think an all wood version would be cool. Really make it look like it's just a piece of carved art.
Yeah. So this artist has done quite a few different things. Is this KFC?
I like that.
It is.
I like him riding the chicken.
Wow. This is some fun stuff.
Have you ever seen those Japanese McDonald's commercials that I don't think are real, but they look real enough? The ones that are really terrifying.
I don't know.
If you put in you don't have to do this now, but if you put in Ronald McDonald Japanese commercial and type in scary or something, I don't know. I don't know if this is real, but they do these. It's 3 commercials back to back that looks like a horror movie, and then it just says McDonald's or something. It's crazy. I want it to be real, but it's wild.
Oh man.
Anywho, John.
Look, we're 30 minutes away from Neca's thing.
Are we real? Do you want to fucking go for it? Do you have enough?
Might as well. How could we bitch out at the last second?
But what are people gonna want? People just want to see us just sitting around, just holding our dicks for 30 minutes.
There's 344 people here, and we haven't talked about anything of meaning for a while.
I know, but I don't want you to jump over the. I was kind of hoping we would hold our dicks.
Well, I've been doing that anyway.
Oh, okay.
Well, these are still available to pre-order, so we can. I'm sure there's a lot of new people that are in the chat right now. I say that, but who fucking knows? These guys are available through 5K Toys, trusted website to buy from, obviously, as I review them all the time. But you can buy just a single figure, or you can buy the 4-pack and their gigantic pizza. You can get it's just you put the $35 down, and then you'd pay for the rest later on. These guys are going to be about approximately 4.2 inches tall, which should be 10.6 centimeters. They're gorgeous. They're gorgeous figures. I know people are going to want these things, and it's going to be like the Mezco. These are substantially cheaper than Mezco, obviously, but it's going to be like Mezco, where everybody starts getting these things. They're taking photos. I just got these, and then they're going to be like, "Where did you get them?" Well, they're now $400 on eBay. So
yeah. I'm gonna lock in. I'm gonna lock in after this. Any updates with Flipboard? Not since the last stream. Flipboard pre-order page is up. I can't. I'm on my phone, so I can't. Oh God,
where'd you go?
Oh, I'm right. I'm back. Am I back? I'm on my phone, so I can't link it. But type in Flipboard Kickstarter pre-order page is up. We will be selling Flipboards up until I think end of July. That's going to be the cutoff, and then we take it to Ramen Toys goes into production with it. I think end of July is the cutoff. If you want a Flipboard, I will not be coming out with Flipboard in this incarnation again. I would like to. It's one of these things, John. It's like I don't know how other people when they make toys how they function, but like okay. Because there's so much Flipboard and I got to look at this approval and look at that approval and talk and this and that. It's like after it's done, you never want to do that again. Like I don't really have any interest on like okay, Flipboard proper. And I'm not saying that for like a FOMO thing because there is a variant that I'm thinking of Flipboard that I was talking about, like in the spirit of like how they have a battle armor He-Man, but a little more involved than that. But like this Flipboard proper. I think we'll call it a day and we'll call it a win, but that'll get cut off at the end of July. And then we have been selling a lot of that those art bundles with the coin and the pin. There is a limited amount because those coins were very expensive to make. So once that cuts off, that cuts off. But that is the deal with Flipboard. That's my little Flipboard plug. Then we got to talk about the overpriced Mezco command. John, have you seen anything about Mezco? Like,
well, I don't give a shit about GI Joe for my own collection, so I do not have any idea of what's going on with that guy.
Well, so Mezco. Correct me, chat, if this is wrong. And I also do want to talk about somebody had brought up the Too Bad. Mattel's doing a Too Bad for Comic-Con exclusive that I want to talk about. But Mezco is releasing, or I guess they're re-releasing Snake Eyes, but like I think it comes with less shit for the same price. This can't be right because they had a Mezco Snake Eyes that they released a while ago, came with the wolf, and I think they're re-releasing it and it doesn't have the wolf and it's got the same. I don't understand if that's the case. It doesn't make much sense, or is this guy that updated? I don't know. Like, is it the same fucking thing? And I'm relying on the chat to tell me that because like he looks cool, but why would I want this guy when I could get a fucking wolf? Because a wolf accessory is hard to beat.
That is hard to beat. If it's just a re-release without the wolf, then I would imagine the one with the wolf is pretty expensive now aftermarket.
It probably is. And here's the other thing why I wanted to talk about. Okay, this is a commando version, so maybe this guy's just a little different. I do want to acknowledge this, John. There is a black and white. By the way, in the bundle of the Flipboard bundle, if you get the all-in bundle of the ones that John and I did together, John colored it. You get the third print is a black and white print. So it's not in the Mirage style, if that's what you're asking, but like it is a John colored a regular one, then he colored one in flaker colors, and then there's also a black and white print if you get the bundle. It's not here, John. It's on the pre-order store. You got to go to the main Kickstarter page. There's a link for it. I
never understand how Kickstarter works.
I know Kickstarter is fucking balls. I'm sorry, guys. Another thing that I just wanted to talk about on the Mezco front is that a few people have said to me that they think that Mezco is going to come out with a Casey. It doesn't say. It doesn't matter. A few people have said to me that Mezco is going to have Casey Jones as an exclusive for Comic-Con. I think there's no way in hell they do that because they're going to want to sell 1 million billion of those. And like, what? Oh, there you go. That's the pre-order page. So real quick, if you scroll down, John, you see the all-in bundle, right? The second from the left, or third from the left, whichever. You get a black and white. You get it's basically a free black and white print, and I will sign it with this shaky hand. Black and white Mirage sketch. I could try it. It'd be fun to try. But yes, these are limited. Get them while you can. It's the only way to get the coin. The coin is very underrated. Big fuck off metal coin. In Frank we trust. And on the other side, Champions in the Fairity. You display that with your collection, and you get a fucking kiss from me.
And whenever people are like, "Oh, you're just gonna leave that up to luck," and you go, "No, I make my own luck."
Flipperoo. You do the old Harvey Dent.
You have to put the coin here and flip it like that.
Oh, I like that. That's a great way. I would love to see somebody flip a coin that way. That'd be amazing. But yeah, self-plug over. Yeah, so John, what do you think about that? I don't think there's any way in hell that Mezco releases Casey Jones as an Comic-Con exclusive only.
No.
What do you think?
No. I mean, it would be like a reveal. I don't think they would do it only, though. They could do a variant of something. Is that what Open Please was saying? That they did if they did a black and white Turtles exclusive or a Casey Jones
exclusive? That's another thing that people think that they might do a black and white version of the Turtles.
I mean, it would be very smart on their end to do that, especially since they immediately released the Toon version. I think they're probably prepped to do black and white. As long as there's some pretty good inking, black and white.
I know, but don't you think that that's like
disrespectful?
Already, not disrespectful. Well, I mean, I call it what you want, but like, don't you think that's too much? Like
that's what I mean by disrespectful is that
okay.
It would be the third one within a very short period.
Yeah, man, it's like black and white ones so fucking soon. But
bro, I don't know. I randomly see some wrestling figures with Ninja Turtle attire on, and I'm just like, man, it's the last thing I care about.
I think I'm going to pass on that. I'm a wrestling fan, and I think I'm going to pass on that too.
No, I'm not a wrestling fan.
Jeremiah's comment, Mezco could put a special version of Casey. Yeah, they could do that. For SCCC, it would be odd to do before regular release, but it's Mezco. Yeah, I mean, I could see maybe that happening where it's like maybe bloody variant Casey Jones or something. And by the way, if they do that, it's going to be a complete shit show nightmare to get it. It will be a nightmare. Like people will be all over that.
Yeah. Leo, if you get those posters, obviously he's going to sign them, and then if you If you ever cross paths with me, I'll sign them if you want it, since I colored them.
Well, John, I'm going to need you to sign my posters because I'm going to get a set. And
whoa,
I would love for you to, that would mean a lot to have. It's like twin talk about Jaeger, to have like your signature, us just represented. That's one of the reasons, by the way, why I wanted John in on this. Other than obviously John is like super talented, but it meant a lot to me to be like, he's coloring this first fucking thing, and because like we do so much stuff together. So like, to me, every time I look at this, I think of my guy Johnny R.I.P. You know what I mean? Well, this is in a scenario where you're dead. You know what I mean? Like in the future, like well in the future, not anytime soon. I'm talking about like 2-3 years from now. Like I'm like looking at that and I'm going, whoa! I remember my buddy and me collaborated on this like 2-3 years ago. That was such great times 2-3 years ago.
Yeah, I kind of think about this often where because we stream together, YouTube is like, hey, copyright, this channel did 100% your video content on their channel. Do you want to request a removal or whatever, or just archive this thing? And then I'm like, man, what is the future where we have this falling out and I can just go in and like trigger like 30 videos and then he's shut down? I'm just like, his channel's eradicated in a night. Like I would never do that, obviously, no matter what happened between us.
Funny scenario though.
It is funny, but yeah, I think about that. Now, for anybody that doesn't know, because you can't really see that from here, you have your like inked signature here from when you did the black and white, and then I did one over here to kind of balance it.
That's right. You have there's a little bit of a sneak, a little bit of
those are my real initials, JM, not Nostalgia Unboxed.
Wait, I thought your first name was Nostalgia. I thought that was
Johnny Nostalgia. You forgot.
Oh, fuck. I do want to acknowledge this comment right here. Yes. Good morning, Manhattan from Texas. Will your action figure at Big Bad Toaster have the middle hands throwing the middle finger? Why did I say yes? No, it will not have. BBTS, crazy news. They bought Flipboard. They bought a bunch of Flipboards and they put it on their site. Now, we don't have a deal with them. They basically, like anybody could, bought figures and they put it on their site, but it does not come with any of the Kickstarter stuff because, and trust me, they're them and another vendor were trying to get some of that stuff, but that is Kickstarter only. So if you joined the Kickstarter, if you supported, I believe in like, if you're in on the ground floor, you get ground floor shit and it should be less expensive and no tax and this and that, because like, that's how it should always be. So I can't stop any retailer from putting up Flipboards that they buy, which is what they did, but it does not come with, it's still a cool thing to buy. Like, Flipboard, it's a cool figure. So, but if you need those middle fingers, and not only that, if you need that bundle, remember Flipboard also, because we unlocked 200K, it unlocked that bundle, Black Eye Friday bundle. It does not come with that. So those are only Kickstarter things. You're not going to see those. Those are gone. But if you just want Flipboards or whatever, again, I can't. Another retailer might put it up too. Like Entertainment Earth might have bought some. I don't know. But, we can't control that. It's up there. But if you still want it, order it. They're legit, and they bought a whole bunch, and you still get a cool figure. The other thing that you don't get is but you can still get it on the pre-order store, is the 3-packs with the Flipper Frank exclusive head. If you guys remember, like, if you got, like, there's a 3-pack bundle. So if you get Flipboard and his Flipbots in a bundle, you get an exclusive Flipper Frank head. They can't sell that there either. So those are just things. I'm just going to roll that way. I'm just going to, Kickstarter stuff and pre-order stuff will always have an incentive. Because to be very honest, when you get it on the pre-order store, all of that money goes to the campaign and goes to the next wave. Versus if you get it in a retailer, there's a cut. But again, we're not going to stop a retailer from buying our stuff because it helps the line and it helps the visibility. Dude, there's a lot of people that didn't even know what Flipboard was until they saw it on BBTS, which is a great thing because people go, "Oh shit, what is this?"
Right.
And they buy it, so it helps everybody.
Yeah, for sure.
So if we got in on the pre-order, we are already missing out on the Kickstarter blur. I wish I had not missed it. Yeah, we have to do it that way, man. I'm sorry. We have to. The Kickstarter. The Kickstarter was the time to get it. However, we will be doing a next wave, and there might be some additions in the next wave that will also make you happy and will make up for some of the stuff that maybe you missed in the Kickstarter. Yeah. It's still a cool figure. Yep. It's still real cool, guys. Buy Flipboard, guys, please. But yeah, it's we're up there, and then what did I miss here? Haston Fennell, thank you for the super chat. Message you on Instagram. Hatter, please get back to me. Same name on IG. I will check it after this, buddy. By the way, you don't have to pay $10 for me to respond to you on Instagram. I just don't want to put that out there. I've just been very busy with a move, but yeah, I will check if it's the same name. I will check that. Just everybody, have some patience, everyone. But yes, thank you for super chat again. You don't have to super chat me.
But you do have to super chat me to get me to check.
But yes, Johnny, yes, you do have to super chat him. Even I have to super chat him to get him to answer the phone. So that's a whole.
That's right. Nickel Stapler, I don't know. I mean, I don't see any things here that say your comment was removed in the chat. So just type what you said again. Maybe YouTube auto deleted, whatever. Say whatever you said.
Did not delete
won't be paying attention. We'll make sure it gets seen. Unless it isn't appropriate, then we'll definitely make sure it's seen. And then Tim, Matt Hatter, maybe you want to talk on this because this statement we talked about kind of at the top of the show, and this kind of irks me, this mindset. So what are your thoughts on this? Why you can buy more than one
mentee, stupid, up to 4 people are missing out because people can buy more than one. But I don't know if that's fair to say, man, because NECA should properly gauge the fan base. I think they should understand that there's going to be a lot of people that do want 4. I'm saying this to somebody who did not buy 4. I bought 2, but like I shouldn't it be on NECA to gauge the numbers and then like the consumer that wants to buy 4. There's a lot of it's Ninja Turtles. There's a lot of people that are going to want 4. This is how it is. I don't know. John, what do you think?
I think it's completely logical that people will want to buy 4. There's no reason not to. For people that want it. Like we said at the beginning of the show, it makes way more sense to buy 4 of these and give them their individual weapons because that is new. And Eastman went in and did some redesigns and added some stuff for sketches and things so that the team could make these. So it's like a reimagined in a way. This isn't like, nope, they only come with the weapons we initially sketched. It really just is kind of like a Michelangelo looking thing. So why would you buy 4 and have 4 Michelangelos? No, they come with all the weapons. And we see this with the Samurai and Space Turtles for the Toon line. People bought 4 of them because they wanted 4 Samurai. They wanted 4 Space.
Yep.
But they weren't, you could just have 1 figure and swap the heads. Why do you need 4? Well, because people want 4.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's okay. And really, if you look at the Samurai one, he essentially comes with the weapons that could equal out for all 4 turtles.
Right.
So yeah, people can do what they want. This is like when people attack an employee for wanting more money or something. It's like, no, the business is the problem, not the employee. Attack the business. Like we always go after the little guy, and it's just, think about the corporation side of it. It's on the corporation. People can do what they want.
Isn't it? Sometimes it's fun to attack the little guy because you can't attack back. So I kind of like.
Yeah, but on the internet, you don't know how tall people are.
That's true. Hey, John, give me one second. Entertain the crew. Hold on a second.
Yeah, go do just scoot along the floor like a dog. Dirty butthole. This man's sitting on the floor the whole time. What do you think of that? What do you think of that? This man, he's got a dirty butt. It's because of the IBS. We've covered this. I know, but if it's so quick sold out, one pack is enough for one people. But you don't know how many they have. The thing that's illogical, which we talked about at the beginning of the show, is when people buy 4 for something that doesn't, like, let's say there's a 4-pack of turtles that comes out, Lawson turtles. People will buy 4 of them, 3 or 4, because they want one on display, they want one stay in box, and then they want one to, just in case the one that's on display goes bad or something. Like, that's the kind of, like, the madness of a collector. That's the kind of stuff I could say that if you want to be upset at a person, that's where you could be like, well, that's a bummer, man. And it's like, it's only in Target and it's limited supplies and I can't buy them now. Which is still kind of silly because it's people. They can do what they want. It's their money. They worked hard for their money. They can buy what they want. Who gives a shit? We have to assume, like Mad Hatter said, that Neca knows. This is the only time they've allowed you to buy a quantity of 4. It's usually just a quantity of 2 to limit supply so that more people can get them. I am certain that during production, they were like, look, people are going to want to buy 4 of these things. I know that when they did the Toon Samurai and Space Guy, that they knew that people would want to buy 4 of them. That's exactly what's going to happen with these things. They know that people will buy 4. Yeah. Let's just make as many as would exist for that. If these if these sell out again today and you still can't get it, just wait, because they will come out again, probably after Comic-Con, just like previous years. They show up again, and that's probably, if for nothing else, it's because they had leftover after the convention in the convention, and they're like, well, we need to sell all these now.
And honestly, come on, dude. You know, you have to know that NECA engineered it that way by putting all the weapons in there. Like they practically, because they want to maximize their numbers. Like, because they can sell a 2-pack for $70, but they can't sell a 4-pack for the same amount of money. You know what I mean? Like they knew that the smartest way to do this is to maximize sales is you have a 2-pack with 2 different types of turtles, sell it for $70, and then people buy 4 of them, and then you're just making crazy money. You're making, what is it, 140 times 2, $280. Like they knew that. So I think it's, I just don't think it's fair to put that on the people, knowing that when the turtles come out, people want 4 turtles.
Trying to like read these conversations. Sorry, I just left you hanging. Like you're gonna get a response from
I know you did.
You fucking like a verbal response from somebody. Yeah, it's a business. NECA doesn't want to piss off their audience. Sometimes you just don't know the demand of something. There's like, it's a small company, so like the mindset of collectors sometimes just gets me, like, where I'm like, you guys are nuts. Like, NECA's not out here trying to piss you off. If anybody is, it's Brian Flynn and not anybody else at Super 7. But you have.
I mean, look at how that breakdown though. They know exactly what they're doing. They're selling you 8 figures for 2. Look at that maximum profit. Honestly, dude, the more I think about it, it was a genius move to make that a 2-pack with the Eastman and the Laird in there, because it's like if you had them just as individuals, you might be like, I'll take Eastman, I don't want Laird. But the fact that you have 2, right, it makes it more enticing to be like, I'll just get all 4, and then I'll have 4 and 4. Dude, it's a pretty fucking smart move. And then they're making $280 off of the people that like know that they want. That's pretty fucking wild.
Yep. And I think we always forget about the lenticular design of the cover of the box.
Yeah,
I forget about that completely.
That's right.
Which is why the price is a little bit higher. Yeah, the lenticulars are not cheap.
Lenticular.
Good night, Brick something. Thank you for being here.
Thanks, Brick. Brick's a good guy.
Boy, oh boy.
How much? I can't see the time. How much time do we have? Did we really go for? Dude, we're fucking crazy, man.
Yeah, it's been 3 hours and 10 minutes. Not the first time we've done a 3-hour stream, but the first time we've gone 3 hours and had nothing to talk about.
we really did. Just so everybody in the chat knows, we went for 3 hours with pretty much nothing. Like John and I did not coordinate. In fact, I'm on my phone because my laptop. I forgot my laptop in the old place, so there was a lack of coordination. I had nothing up there. I just want everybody to acknowledge that we went for 3 hours. For just,
and we have
just
more
out
people
of our
now.
asses.
How do we have 413 people?
I don't.
You have 200 of them, by the way. I have somehow 109 on Twitter.
Oh man,
that's 109 people on Twitter means that there's maybe 2 people that actually know who I am and are interested in this. It's all. There's nobody on Facebook watching, by the way, which is amazing.
At least you have a Twitter. I don't have a Twitter.
Oh God, it used to be so good when I first started doing all of this, 2022, it was great.
Oh,
I know Johnny has nothing going on, but how is Hatter managing this? Oh man, what a
no,
burn! And he's on my channel saying that.
No, you know what it is. I
got the day
in about an hour. Actually, less than that. I have a ton of shit, like wrap up shit I have to do, and I'm really not looking. Like this is the highlight of my day is just talking to my friend about bullshit because as soon as this is done, I have to just fucking. It's just a world of shit and finishing up, closing up any last minute stuff in the old place. So like I'm kind of like dreading. I'm like as soon as I exit this door, I have responsibility. So this is yeah.
Yeah, the worst part about this is just sitting this long.
Why? I love a good sit.
It's good for the hemorrhoids.
Yeah.
That's what they say.
Yeah.
Here we go. We got a minute and 7 seconds now.
All right. So wait, what are we saying? Are we saying I'm gonna go to the other side and I'm gonna say this is gonna be up for a while. I'm gonna say this is gonna be up for like 20 minutes.
Speaking of 20 minutes, how did Mickle Stapler 4 not do a $4.20 super chat? Let's go for 420 people in the chat with little smoke icons.
Well, there you go.
So thank him.
Thank you, my guy Mickle Stapler, for the $2. Okay, so you guys are thinking 2 minutes. Okay, maybe I don't know. I think that they.
It needs.
I think this is going to be up the longest. Okay, let me put it this way. Not that I'm taking back my prediction. Maybe it lasts. Maybe it doesn't last 20 minutes. But I think this will be up the longest out of all the days. Put it that way.
Yes, I'm gonna go with yesterday's. See, it needs to be up way longer than 20 minutes, which was my guess yesterday, and it ended up being 2 minutes. I want it to be up for at least an hour, at minimum. But I know. Don't think that's going to happen.
I do too.
So here we go. And away we go. Got to refresh because it still says sold out. What if this was it? It's live. And it's all
it's live and it's all sold out. John, I think I did make a mistake not getting that Alf because the more I see him, the more I kind of want him.
Yeah, but you'll see him in person. You don't have to pay.
Yeah, I'll see him at Comic-Con.
Dress like him at Comic-Con.
Ooh.
That's easy.
I mean, I kind of have that outfit at home anyway.
Yeah, see? All right, so they're alive. They're ready to go, folks. You can get all of them. I wonder, how long do you think Alf will stay up, the shirt? 3 minutes?
That seems to go fast.
I know, but then it was back yesterday for the rest of the day, so who knows?
I will say 5 minutes.
It's got to be very popular after last night's debate.
Yeah.
Can I get one? He's kind of doing Biden's face where he has no idea what's going on.
He's a very topical face.
You just need to have like his eyes kind of more sleepy. Man. Yeah, I'm very curious. about these.
Raid. What is this guy talking about? Raid Kid Rock.
Kid Rock Boys.
I know, but he's like spamming it.
Oh, I don't know.
Don't choose spam.
Don't no. Who's got access to mute people on my YouTube? Because I have to go to YouTube and then I have to watch my own stream just to be able to get rid of comments. So annoying.
Day 1, nah, I'm passing. Day 2, no, sold out. Day 3, take my effing money. That's funny. Hey man, FOMO is a thing on the earth.
I'm not gonna say anything about this.
What?
Because people will leave us. That there's some new 1 minute thing for Deadpool and Wolverine. Oh God, I cannot wait for that movie. What a weekend to come out, though.
That movie's gonna bomb.
It's the nail in the Marvel Disney coffin.
No, there's no way that movie's gonna print. That movie's gonna print money.
Yeah, for sure. Boy, oh boy, Ninja Turtles. People got it. Turtle Madness.
Ninja Turtle Madness. John, would you watch a series if the turtles were animated in one of these styles?
No, I think this is like one of the ugliest designs, and it's like, well, obviously it's the first iteration. I kind of got these guys because of FOMO. There's a beautiful artwork going on here. The craftsmanship of the sculpt and the paintwork is great. But I think they're really ugly.
And by the way, I have to say, just in terms of the craftsmanship and the art, an artist had to make everything from behind.
Right. Gross.
No, yes, because remember, guys, this just existed as a from the front sketch,
right? But
so this all had to be engineered and doctored from different angles.
Yeah, but it's got original box art by Kevin Eastman, and he like kind of revisited these guys for NECA. So does he do any? Where's the box art? We can't see the box art here.
I don't think so.
NECA didn't post the box art, even though it's unique. That's weird.
So.
Because if there are sketches of them from other angles, then well, there you go. Because I've been hearing people say that a lot, but we'll have to like pull up it and see the NECA 40th Turtles box. I'd probably have to watch the review that Toy Shiz did.
Yeah. I guess Prey sold out.
Yeah, isn't that crazy? Tell me it's crazy.
It's a good movie. I'm just not into the Predator stuff as a collector.
Yeah, I understand that. I have the Prey figure behind me still in box. I don't know why really I bought it, but I did.
Have they done
no new artwork?
The main girl from that movie?
No. She's never been released. I've seen customizers make her, and they look amazing. But
they got to do her.
And why wouldn't you? Tell me.
Oh, sorry. I don't know.
Too expensive. They don't think people will buy it. Couldn't get
maybe it's part of the McFarlane theory about like female figures not selling as well.
Yeah, I mean, unless it's an anime girl.
Yeah, it's crazy you say that because I feel like your biggest views have been like you showing some, but maybe it's because it's like an anime girl, like you show like a female figure and it's like I don't know, like you were like lighting it up. I don't know.
Yeah, it's interesting because it's like there's like I'm also pulling a younger audience when I do anime. And I think there's a certain part of people that just like pervy stuff. Obviously, we see that with April O'Neil and fan art and stuff. But yeah, it's amazing. Like you go to a toy swap and then or even like anime stores in the area. Statue figures. I'm not a big fan of statues, but there are billions of anime girls as statues, and then you start getting, you get the variants of them where it's like Android 18 from Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
But huge boobs in a bent over pose. Like it's basically fan art turned into statues, and people love that stuff.
They do. Monsters for Beyond is right. Yeah, you pay less likeness rights. Predator is an easier thing. You don't have to deal with likeness.
Yeah, so I think there's a little bit of fear of like, well, we pay so much for her likeness and all this and the tooling, and then we don't sell enough of them.
We don't sell enough, yeah. My guy Reed, our guy Reed, okay. Although let's face it, I think Reed might like me just a little more, but that's another conversation.
I do agree with that.
Is perpetuating some psychological manipulation with this one. They just have had like 1/4 the available stock. Dude, that's what I think they did. That's what I'm saying, Reed.
Yeah.
Like I think they give you just a little bit of stock first day and second day, like, oh my God. And then, you know, anybody who was like on the fence immediately jumps in. That's why I think today's going to be the longest.
Yes.
It's going to be the longest.
Well, that's what it was last year too. Like,
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, absolutely. All people are freaking out. And then all the people that were pissed off and talking so much shit are going to be, they're going to get them today and then just be like, oh, I got mine. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
They'll take a screenshot of their email and share that to the groups. Yeah, exactly. Big boobs. Moscato says, I'm not a pervert. I'm just looking for Turbo Man. Turbo Man. He bought two. Thank you, Moscato Bot, for being here. I love you, dude.
What's up, Mo?
He still hasn't. He watched A Quiet Place, the new one, said it was really good, but he still hasn't watched It Follows.
How did Mo, who's such a horror guy, not see It Follows? Like, I feel like that movie was required viewing that year.
Dude, it's so good. I put it off because the promotional stuff was all about like, it's just teens having sex and now there's a thing following them. But it's so much better than that. Like, that's just the premise is it's transmitted sexually. But like, once that part's done, it's such a good movie. And I want to see more from that director. He says this weekend, I promise. Yeah.
Fucking liar.
It's amazing.
I kind of wished that I got a soundtrack for It Follows, because the soundtrack's really good. It's almost like John Carpenter-esque soundtrack, but I'm very happy with my Hook and my The Batman LPs.
Yeah, great pull.
First NECA figures.
Yeah.
For me, it was the Mirage Turtles, although I did get a Skeletor statue. It's so crazy that they used to do fucking these statues. My first NECA product was a Skeletor statue that was not that expensive back then. Now statues are ridiculous. I can't afford any of them. But like, it was like, I don't know, 100 and something. But my first NECA toy, I think it was maybe I'm wrong. I got to look at a list of like the first shit they did. But I think it was the first Mirage Turtles. I don't know.
Yeah, my very first one, I've talked about this quite a few times. Anyway, Michelangelo Raphael 1990 NECA movie Turtles. That was the first ones. And I got it 2022. That was the rabbit hole. And then I started watching Mad Hatter reviews because he had all these other NECA videos.
What a fucking loser.
Yeah. So Prey is back in stock. Whatever that issue was, it's back. Turtles, of course, are still up. It's been 10 minutes. We can relax. Everybody that needs to get them is going to have gotten them. There's still going to be somebody today or tomorrow that goes, oh shit, did anybody grab an extra one? I totally missed it.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I will say this. If it's up for 10 minutes or more, anybody that really wanted one, I get that there's always a guy who's like, oh, I fell asleep. But like, let's face it. Like, if you fell asleep, did you really want it? You know what I mean? Like it's you know, everybody that really, really wanted one, currently it looks like you can get one.
Yeah. The Prey is gone again.
Yeah, it's going on with Prey.
More hype around Prey than anything. Chris, thank you so much for the $5. Says much appreciate the mega stream while working today. Yeah. don't forget, you got to do your job.
Thank you, Chris.
Don't get distracted with us.
Yeah, don't get distracted. Don't get distracted with our not safe for work talk.
Oh, my emotions aren't working. What happened?
Oh, I got one too. Thank you, sir. It's been a fun time. I can't believe we went, dude. I feel like this is that Seinfeld episode where they're on the E and Kramer's driving with that one guy and he's like, just keep on driving till the gas is at. I feel like that's what you and I did. We're just like, when I first started this, I was like, there's no way we're getting to Niagara. There's no fucking, we don't have any topics. You know, John's energy is off, even though mine is real sharp. There's no possible way, but we fucking did it, bro. We did the fucking impossible.
We did. Oh, I love it. We're psychos.
We are. We're pretty stupid.
People talk, they'll bitch at each other and be like, real collectors would have gotten this day one. Real collectors this or that or whatever. If you buy figures at all, you're a real collector. So fuck off if you say anything otherwise. But to just double down on that, I do want to say that you and I are the real collectors because we've been streaming for 3.5 hours.
I know.
Just to get to these stupid turtles that are going to stay up all day. And we have to stay here until they're gone. I didn't tell you that earlier.
Oh, you got to stay? I don't know if my wife will be very happy about that.
I know. It might be 9 p.m. tonight. Yucky. Yeah, just buy. See, now you go back in, you buy as many as you want. So there's people that were like, why would you buy 4? Now they're like, I could buy 4. And then you flip the other 3. Smart.
Yeah, guys, it's a game. It's a game.
Yeah, you get free toys in the end of the day. Because you sold stuff for a profit.
I'm canceling my order if this crap don't sell out in 10 minutes.
We do need to, I mean, once you get settled in this new house, really kind of consider what do we need to do to stream games. I know it's way more complicated with Nintendo.
Okay, Shaun.
It's so stupid, but that new Mario game, Brotherhood or whatever, that's like, that screams you and me playing a game.
That's
together,
something we have
getting
to stream.
Pissed off at each other because we're dropping each other or whatever.
But we have to look. I think we should start with Shredder's Revenge. Let's just start it. We have the fucking game. You know what I mean? Like, but I just don't know how it works. If I have I have a Nintendo Switch, I can buy a PS5, but like we can't do the Mario shit. You know what I mean? So like we got to figure out how to do that.
You have to buy an adapter, which I mean, even PlayStation, there are technically workarounds because they have so much stuff integrated. But with Nintendo, you would have to buy like an adapter card to plug into your computer to stream through another source that way.
Okay, well, I'll buy it. Just do you have that current thing? Like,
No. I do not.
Well, Devin is saying Shredder's Revenge is cross-platform. Well, but the
it's
Mario
not cross-platform with Nintendo or Xbox or something because we actually talked about this with Moscato because he has an Xbox, you have a Nintendo, I have a PlayStation and a Nintendo, but there's some limit of cross-platform with those systems. I forget what it is, but so yeah, couldn't even do that.
I know people are saying we need a capture card, but does the capture card work as like? Can you do that as a stream? So
the capture card plugs in. It's basically a way to convert your system to plug into a computer versus having an HDMI cord or something.
Okay.
That's the easiest way to explain it, I think, for why you would need to buy it.
Okay. Okay.
But yeah.
No, we definitely are going to do that. It would be a lot of fun.
Yeah. And then we got to like, oh, damn, I guess we need to consider a Twitch account because that's where people go to watch that kind of stuff. So we would pull in audience members that have never seen us just getting pissed at each other. Just fucking pissed.
Dude, we should.
You dropped me. I told you. I told you to. Any of those games, like I think even Super Mario, the side-scrolling, like the newer ones, where you can have up to 4 people, because you can like if you jump and you can like jump underneath somebody to bump them up, but you could also land on their head and knock them down. There's so many times where it's just like you fall through a pit because, yeah.
Dude, it reminds me of. Have you ever played Chip and Dale on Nintendo? The old Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers.
Yes.
Like where you can pick up the other guy and throw him.
Yes. Oh my god, yeah. In Super Mario 3, when you could like battle each other.
Yes. Oh, dude, it's got to happen.
So good.
Dude, we can be the next Dr. Disrespect.
Oh, no, don't say that. Do not say that.
Do you want to hear something?
That's how we have a falling out. And
I know.
Then if it's you that does the bad thing, I'm going to then go through and just destroy your channel.
No, do you want to hear a Dr. Disrespect story?
Maybe.
Well, this is so 3 years ago. Some people in the chat know this, but I like freelance as a writer. So 3 years ago, me and my partner, we got an assignment to pitch, not an assignment, but like Dr. Disrespect was looking to make like some kind of like mini series, like of scripted stuff. And me and my partner pitched for it. And we actually got to the point where we pitched to him, although we didn't see him on the Zoom. It was just like a regular avatar face. And we technically got the job. He's like, I like this story idea. Let's start it. And then we went into negotiation to try to get like first money. And it just kept getting delayed. And then we never heard anything back. And then the job just died. And then I guess it's for the best because he's like in all this fucking trouble. But like, so I talked to my partner like a week ago about it. And we're like, man, maybe we dodged the bullet and we didn't even know it. And it's like, I think we did. But it's like we were trying to pitch to get into business with him. And I guess it didn't work out for a reason. I don't know.
Yes, I think while I do not believe you would get any backlash for any of that stuff, but to be in the mix of that, if you were ongoing and still creating, and then just be like,
I just don't want to be involved.
Whoa, we just got hit with this, and we're like, now our future is screwed.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, and it's not like that's something you can proudly put on a resume. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, I worked for. It's like people are gonna be like, ugh. So it's just kind of.
It becomes more generalized. It's created serialized content for content creator.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's unfortunate.
But okay, but I said that to say this. So, but you know what that technically means? It technically means that Dr. Disrespect actually owes me money. Like if you're going by the legal sense, he verbally agreed to something, and he technically, it's not a lot of money, but he technically owes me money, John. Okay, so not only did Dr. Disrespect all the other people that were involved with him, but
he did kind of warn everybody by calling himself Dr. Disrespect. It's just like every time you work with him, you're like, well, that was really disrespectful, and then you go, oh.
It's like doing business with Mr. Fuck You Over. You know what I mean? It's like
yeah.
By the way,
he really fucks me up.
Fuck You Over.
Oh, duh.
Yeah. Verbal agreement is only binding. You are right. It's not. You couldn't take him to court, but it was just a massive waste of time.
No, now's the time to go after him, though.
Yeah. Okay. Hold on. I said 20 minutes. We are. That was my prediction. Are we well over that at this point? People were laughing at me, saying no possible way.
Yeah, I said I wanted it up for at least an hour, and based on last year, I mean, this is going to be it. We're going to see a Facebook post of somebody going, hey, it's been 4 hours. They're still available, so stop your complaining. Or to all those people that complained.
Yeah.
People can eat my butt. That's unrelated to anything that I was just saying.
I know that's just in general, you could eat John's butt.
Just feeling horny.
Yeah. Fair play, Hatter. I thought you were talking rubbish. Thought you were talking rubbish after yesterday's 1 minute sellout, even quicker than day one. That today would be up for ages, but it is, which is so decent. You the man. Thank you. I just attributed a British accent to you, Ian.
I think that's fair.
Yeah, this is like, dude, this is tactics, guys. Like, and here's the other thing: in SDCC, I bet you this will be a walk right up to the booth and get it item. I'm not, and again, it's not. I'm not saying anything about the quality of the item, but I bet you at SDCC, I could probably just walk right up and just fucking get it or whatever.
Speaking of quality, I think it's going to be just as everything we expect. And remember, this guy is huge.
Yeah, he's big, man. He's a big fucking boy. He's a big, chunky boy. Oh, and by the way, just on this topic right here, this means that all these guys on eBay, these motherfuckers that have put it up for 165, fuck you guys. I think now I will say this: let's not get complacent because it will sell out. It will be sold out at some point. So you know, you can if you don't want to pay those eBay guys, jump in. But like, it's not the hot item that they thought it was. It's not the, you know, oh my God, I could charge whatever item that they thought that it was.
Yeah. I'm really surprised we haven't seen any of the April things that they teased during the April takeover.
I know. I thought for sure we would see. Did we see any April shit in this April takeover thing?
This year for April, they didn't do any takeover stuff. No.
Dude, what happened? The one I was most excited about is like that fucking old school Mirage perm hair April. And like,
yes.
And what the fuck?
Yeah, I don't know. And then of course there's the jumpsuit with the arcade, the pizza face arcade.
Yes.
Weird, man. So yeah, don't be the person that gets mad about eBay people. Be the eBay people.
Man, you really fucked that up.
Lunchtime for me, man.
Yeah. I got lots of 2-packs on separate order in the UK to stop the custom charge if over 135 pounds. You get shafted, and you're right. It's all tactics, and you were completely correct. I mean, boom. Oh no, an Englishman when I read his. That's more like Australian, but glad you got the stuff, buddy. Another Lesser channel said Eastman will be signing them. Another Lesser channel said I can already guess what that.
Well, hold on. Another Lesser channel. So we are the Lesser channel.
I'm also led. Damn it.
Yeah. So along with you guys being Lesser channels, another one.
In addition to you guys being Lesser, a also Lesser channel.
Yeah. Basically, they have Eastman doing autographs. Pretty sure somebody behind Alpha is doing autographs. Somebody behind one of these other things is doing autographs. Like
right.
They are fully loaded with people doing autographs and stuff, which is awesome. Now it's really a con exclusive.
Yeah. Wait, did the dinosaur guy sell out? Did I see that right?
No, he's still good.
He's still
dinosaur guy.
Sorry, Earl, Super Earl, whatever the fuck.
Captain Impressive.
Another lesson. I'm joking. We're joking. We're all joking here, Philip.
I'm not.
Well, John's not joking. He's deadly serious.
Yeah, but, you are the Lesser channel to me.
That's true.
And then that other channel is lesser to you. That's pretty sad.
That is sad. All right. I think this is gonna be up for a while, John, and I gotta wrap it up and get to real life.
Yeah, but then I'm gonna be all alone for the rest of the day.
What do you mean all alone?
There's nobody here. My girlfriend is in Florida at her dad's.
That you know of, haha.
Oh no.
That doesn't even make
She'll
sense.
be back tomorrow night. So don't worry, people. My PP will not be lonely.
Jesus. It never is.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, this could be up for another hour. You know what I mean?
This son of a bitch.
Oh shit, dude! You better watch. You better watch All About the Villains next to your girl, bro. Okay, man. Any final thoughts?
On a final thought, so that 1 minute thing from the Deadpool and Wolverine, I guess, is worth watching. So once you've watched 3 hours and 40 minutes of us, you can watch a minute of Deadpool and Wolverine, I guess.
And John, we'll get similar views because we went for a long time, and that's just 1 minute of footage, right?
That's right.
So we earned it. We earned more
it,
views.
baby. So by the end of this, we should have a couple million views on this live stream. People love live streams, and people love really, really long ones. So the people that miss it are like, oh, almost 4 hours? You got me, buddy. This video will never be seen again.
This is what this is the reaction. People are going to be like, oh, I missed that live stream. Like, Jesus, fuck that. That's basically going to be that's going to be the reaction.
100%.
So, anyway, Mad Hatter has to stay until it sells out, or else it's 12 years of bed. No, but I have to go.
That's 12 years of his child's life too. You got to remember that. Don't put that curse on his child.
I know. Don't put it on her. She's innocent. She's a lovely, innocent child.
For now. Once you raised her and she learns from you, probably not so innocent.
No, she's gonna. Oh my God, she's gonna have me as a father. Holy shit!
Think of her at our age and what she's gonna have to talk to her psychiatrist about. I don't know.
Dude, honestly, I can't imagine what
I feel like my father was more concerned and passionate about action figures than me.
She's gonna be like, my dad was sick in the head with action figures, and then he had an action figure that I really don't understand about, like flipping toys. I really don't get what that was. That was the thing. And then he also, I guess, drew, but you know, like it's gonna be. She's gonna have a hard time like compartmentalizing. Like you know, it's like what's the deal with your dad? You know what I mean?
Yeah, right. And I know you won't be this way, but you have to always remember that no matter what, if she breaks something that you really care about, it doesn't matter.
Ha, ha, ha.
I mean, you broke something just moving, so it's not a big deal.
That's true. I can't blame her.
So when she breaks something, reward her is what I'm saying. So she breaks more.
Yes, I shall. All right, John. I'm going to bounce. We got to figure out the video game stream. We got to make that like maybe our summer project where we kind of work on like.
You got to get moved in, get comfortable, and then we'll start digging in and figuring out connecting to the computer. Does your computer have what you need to do this? Blah blah blah. Probably. I mean,
well, I think I do need a new computer anyway, so that's also on the horizon. Like Dude, so I don't know if you ever used Final Draft. Final Draft is a script writing program. If people don't know, my computer is now chugging opening Final Draft. And again, let me reiterate, it is a script writing program. It is text. It's Microsoft Word essentially. So I'm that fucking out of it. So I gotta re-up.
Yeah, I know. Devin, yeah, I'm confident we'll figure it out. I'm fairly techie. If you guys haven't noticed the quality behind my production.
John's the tech guy. He's got the glasses. That's how it works in cartoons.
Yeah. It comes naturally.
Yeah. I'm more of the what am I? I really don't have any skills. But
yeah, when people say clear your cache to him, he's like, all right, and he buys 4 Ninja Turtles. So you got to be more specific.
I swear it's not my cache.
I don't have it. It's cleared. I promise.
It's very clear.
All right. Well, in traditional route of us talking about leaving and then talking for another 45 minutes, fuck that. Okay? It's been almost 4 hours. I'm hungry. You've got shit to do that you've been looking forward to.
All right. No funny business. This is just a regular peace out. Thank you to everybody for the 4 hours, for sticking around for 3 hours or 4 hours or whatever. Fucking shit. Holy shit. And God have mercy on anybody who playback crew, on anybody who watches this. And kudos to you if you see 4 hours and you click on this and you watch the whole thing after the fact. So
yeah, leave a comment if you made it this far.
Leave a comment. All right, sweetie pies. We'll talk later. See you later, John.
Bye, everybody.